Welcome back
to Imperfect Perspective.
Apparently, we don't need to do introductions because we're too cool for that now.
Who said that? This is Anya, this is Javonda, and I am real.
Look at that.
And we're back.
We are back.
Sorry, we've been gone.
Where have we been?
We got in a really nasty fight, and we were really trying to figure out how we wanted to continue with the show, and if we were going to continue with the show, and if all of us were going to stay on the show, not excluding anyone in particular. Mm-hmm. But we all came to the same conclusion that you guys just can't really live without all three of us and all three of our opinions. So we're back solely for the money and for you guys. Other than that, we hate each other.
Other than that, what was the fight about?
You just get too much of the limelight.
Oh.
And my co-host, she doesn't like that.
Javonda was very upset about my main character syndrome.
Facts.
Yeah. Because I like everybody to be the same. We're very equal.
You know, she thinks she's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten that.
Did you see the eye twitch?
Yeah, I've gotten that.
Yeah.
I've gotten that. But
she wanted more camera time. That's what I was told.
Well, Anya.
Yes.
So let's
kick
this off. What's up, man? We're back. We're back from a hiatus. We were gone for like a month, a little bit longer than a month.
I feel like 2.
Was it 2 months?
I really don't know.
I think it was like a month.
Well, it could have been 2 months, but we literally came back and left again.
Oh, that's right.
And let me tell you this.
Yeah.
It's not because we've been on trips.
No. Our trip's coming up?
No.
Freaking, is someone going to pay for one?
Probably.
Who? Can you find somebody?
I'm pretty sure you got offers right now. Little rap battles and stuff going on. But we got a rapper, you know, she's probably got some passive income coming in now. A little bit of residuals coming in.
Yeah.
All the royalties. Oh, she's killing
except that I'm not going to get any because he already said.
Oh, he did. He did say in true form and fashion of the industry, I will be collecting all the money. You will see none of the proceeds. He did say that.
He did say that.
You are right. He let that be known.
So we are talking about Javonda has had a rap debut. And her rap debut. What is your rap name?
Lady Cap. Lady Cap.
A bunch of caps.
Javon on the D. Javon on the D.
She can't be on no D.
Oh,
you can't put.
I was on Javonda.
Yeah, like I know.
But JV on the D.
Yeah, no.
No. Javon.
She's not that type of rapper.
You know what's so funny though that he says that because so
I'm
many
about
people...
to bust it wide. Let me show you how to bust that.
So many people used to call me Javon.
Javon?
But it sounds so boyish.
That does
Didn't
sound
even
like
realize that in high school people would call me that.
But what's your rap name?
I'm not a rapper.
But if you were going to be featured on that song, what if it's on the album? They're going to have to put
I would probably just do Vaughn.
Queen Vaughn.
There was already a Vaughn. Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
Queen Vaughn.
Yeah.
But that's Jay. These are Jay or Vaughn and not Javon because that's gay.
Have you been rapping lately?
No. And the worst part was I had a lot of liquor in my system and I still know my limits. My rap voice is just not a good rap voice.
Neither is mine, as I heard.
No, if I had to rap, I would have to have a lot of liquor in my system. And when I get to that point,
how much is a lot of liquor?
A lot.
This you're not going to even know how to talk.
Yeah. It has to be a lot. It has to be a lot to where I almost don't remember that I did it.
Stage fright?
I care too much what people think. And also I can't hear the beat. And also
wait, why you can't hear? You have hard of hearing, or
that too?
That too. I think that does play a part of it, but I can't hear it.
You don't have a musical ear.
None.
It's okay.
It's really not.
It's okay.
Like I'll be getting off to gospel in the car, clapping, and they'll tell me stop clapping because you're not clapping on the beat.
Getting off to gospel clapping.
That's the only time you'll get me to clap. I'm not clapping to a regular song. That's weird. Why? You clap to regular songs in your car?
Huh?
I don't know. I don't have a musical. Do people clap to? Wait, hold on. Am I having an epiphany? People clap to regular songs.
This is a two-sided one right here. This is funny. You said you get off and you clap.
Yes.
To gospel, which is hilarious.
Oh,
me.
you're
disgusting.
Well, guys, this is the one time that I'm not being the pervert.
Well,
Like,
the first time
that
you
was
said
funny.
it, no, but then when it was reset, it was.
Then you picked up on it too.
Yes.
That
How
was
come
funny.
I didn't get this?
Because you were being innocent.
Yeah,
for one time
you
you were
were
being
really
innocent.
trying
me and my
to talk about
relationship
your-
with the Lord. Like that's really okay.
That's off limits for you. You don't.
Yeah,
you
I
don't go
don't.
there.
I don't.
But the way
Yeah.
it was said, it was.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But
I apologize.
also, you're in the
I'm not.
car. Do you clap to the beat in the car? So you're in the car like.
when I'm
When
listening to gospel music,
this is what I think. If you're so into your gospel song, you really
you don't
there-
have praise
you,
and worship.
there
You
clapping.
really
You don't have praise and
don't
worship in the
praise and
car?
worship?
But I'm not gonna be in the car clapping.
You don't be in there like.
Okay, so I don't think you have. I've listened to your praise and worship when you had your segment.
Yeah.
I think you just don't have like them hitters like that.
I do.
You have more sobs, like
I don't
hands
really-
up, head down, really
I
thanking
don't
God
ever
for where
see-
you're at.
I don't see anybody ever like clapping to music in the car.
We were at the gym.
We
She
had a
turned
praise-
up her music. I
You
was
had the
outside.
door open?
I was praising the Lord outside in the car.
Yes. Hallelujah.
So what is that on the back of your jeans right there?
Okay, so earlier.
All right, I
Wait.
figured that's what it was.
Wait, what is that on the back of your jeans?
No, listen.
Is that a pocket,
Yes, there's
or is it missing a pocket?
no, there's pockets. The pockets are still
Okay.
there.
So do you praise in those?
Definitely not.
You listen to gospel, clap in the car.
I mean,
It's a different kind of clapping.
stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
It's awesome. Those might be the other songs you clap to,
Wait.
not gospel ones.
Okay, no.
Because you asked were people clapping in the car.
Yes,
So
I know,
to
but
the other
I'm still
music-
trying to know
Separate.
Yeah, which one we're talking about, guys. It's too much for me right now.
We're talking about the
Clapping our hands.
Yeah,
Well, even if
and I
you're
tried to
talking
get
about-
on you because you tried to get on my praise music.
No,
and I got on your
I'm
praise
sorry.
pants.
These are not my praise pants. These are not my praise. You can kind of see it in the camera. Okay.
That's funny. But yes, I think you do. I even think you have clapped in the car to other music.
Do I? What?
Maybe that's what white people do.
sometimes, no, stop.
Not you,
no.
not you. I'm just
No,
saying.
no,
like,
but this is what I'm gonna say. So we've gone to some softball games and like we're in the car, tops off.
Okay.
It's
Yeah. Doors
summertime.
off.
It's songs
Everything.
and you
Titties out.
like it's just the point of whatever song we at. Tops off.
Yeah. Tops off.
Doors
Titties
off.
out. Topless. We out there topless
Summer's out.
with our boy.
But
pecs.
you've clapped like depending on what song it is, like off that down, you clapping.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah. See? So she's clapping.
Oh, there go the.
That's my Don Julio. That's my
oh, the-
active Julio.
Hey man, I missed y'all. I'm really happy to have y'all back. But I need to get some stuff. All jokes aside, I need to get some stuff together. I needed to figure out. We were going live for a minute, and I was just trying to figure out the flow, the rhythm, and it's just going to only be up from here.
Yes.
Going to be
Yes.
putting in the work to continue to get better. But I like the setup. I feel like it's. I don't know what it is about it, but I just feel this is more conducive to what we're doing. Like it feels better.
I don't feel like much has changed since the argument. It's giving very limelight. We have these dual black chairs. You're the only one who upgraded your chair. You're dead center. So I don't know if.
Go run the show.
Oh, that's okay. I actually have a few questions, but
Let's start.
would you like to?
Yeah.
Would you like to?
You should make sure you ask me though.
I'm asking.
Since I'm the make sure you ask me first.
I mean, some of them only apply to you. Let's start off with this one. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready actually.
If your daughter was diagnosed a psychopath, are you telling her future fiance?
If my daughter is diagnosed as a psychopath, and a psychopath, that means like killer,
She like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
cuckoo. Because I don't know why I always
She might not be a killer.
relate
No, would this be,
psychopath to like serial killer.
schizophrenic, like just multiple personalities, just really gone.
I probably would not.
I'm sorry.
It's the way you said it. It is the way you said it.
I,
Okay.
I probably would not because first off, You're not on my team. You're on the other team. You're an op.
Who's-
My daughter is on my team. We're on a team. We're going in this thing together. We're going out together.
Okay.
And so
And she hasn't told you.
I am probably going
I'm
to
not
be
telling you.
thoroughly entertained. Like
Hey,
for the
He's gonna
first
be
time
like-
that he's like, "Hey, sir." I'm like, "Wait, whatever do you mean?"
she
you
did
would lie?
what?
You would lie? You would act like you don't know?
He said he's entertained.
oh, yours.
He's gonna be like, she did what?
Not
She's
my
nev-
daughter.
she's never
She
done
would
nothing.
Never.
What did you do to her?
Are you sure there's not something wrong with you? Are you sure
You're gonna
seeing?
gaslight her?
Are you sure you're seeing the things you're seeing? Is this actually taking place? Because no one else has said anything.
Well,
I would have my daughter. My daughter is going to can do no wrong. Can do no wrong. She only thing do not harm kids. Don't hurt kids.
mm-hmm.
But yeah. What you robbed a bank? You did what? Like okay, let's bury this shit back here. Let's do this.
let's
Where do
save
we-
it though. We gotta save it.
I got the shovels. Like I'm riding with my daughter. Like I'm taking the rap for my daughter also. Like yeah, I did it. I did it.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, I would hide whatever.
okay. That's wild.
You wouldn't?
If I had a daughter, and well, first of all, I already know me. She don't even have to be
Well,
psychopath.
do you tell men that
She's
you're a
just-
psychopath?
No,
See, so you
I
wouldn't
let
tell
them
them.
find out.
Yeah, so you wouldn't tell.
Yeah, no.
That's not their. Well, that's just like the girl. Well, this is. I'm gonna segue a little bit, but it's along the same thing. Like the girl who was saying that she doesn't tell her dates or the people that she's dating about her
HIV.
her sexual STDs or what she has, and also some of the people that have body parts that you don't know about don't share that
Disclose
they're
that information prior to. I think that those are different. In the fact that those are choices. You know, I feel like this person is born with the mental disability, but hey, who am I? Just a regular psychopath.
Well, don't you think the other one's born with that mental disability?
But you're making like more effort to hide it.
Like you're.
Well,
the-
you're
the thing is
hiding
that
your
the-
psychopath
Well,
on
she's
the.
not hiding it. She might not even be hiding it. She
I
just
may not even know
psychopath.
I'm really a psychopath. I feel like this is my normal. You know.
You know, they
You
told
look, you can see. You can't see I'm
like
a psychopath.
you take me to
from
get diagnosed like that. I don't believe you.
Wait,
I
say that
think
one more time. Say that
like
one more
you,
time.
You take me because you think I'm crazy. And something's wrong with my daughter, and I'm like, nothing's wrong with me. And they're like, no, she is a psychopath. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
But they already diagnosed me. But you know I'm diagnosed. But I don't think I'm diagnosed.
I've lived 33
I'm fine.
years like this. I'm fine.
So that's
So
different.
then, I can be like, my daughter's not crazy.
But you know,
she doesn't believe she's
so
crazy.
you're a
She's not crazy.
psychopath. Protecting a
I'm
psychopath.
for sure a psycho.
Okay, that's where she gets it from.
Yeah, I'm for sure.
It's genetics. Duh.
Yeah, I'm family first. You know what I mean? But now, if it's a danger to somebody's health, if it's like, we're like, because I've had friends and family members who have had parents or people that, and I didn't believe them. I was like, because what they presented as was nothing like the stories that they told. Like, oh, no, such and such, my mom or my cousin, they like this. I'm like, for real? Come on, man. Like, she's the nicest person, but then it just would be a moment where I caught it. I was like, oh, shoot, this mother is crazy. So, yeah. It depends on if it's dangerous.
Yes.
If it's dangerous, yeah. And then if my daughter's too far gone, she's like, you ain't getting married. You're just going to live in this house. We're just going to be buddies, tag team partners. Let's go fishing.
Okay.
I'm a good guy like that.
Yeah.
Good guy.
You're a good guy. Cut your hair. Go be that good guy.
He's a really great guy.
So you're doing the same thing? You're telling on your daughter?
I feel like Javonda's snitching. She's gonna be like,
I know
think,
she's snitching.
I think that you need to
First
have
of
a
all, I'm
serious
not the snitch.
conversation
You're
with
the
my daughter.
snitch. So get it right. Hey.
Hi.
Yeah.
You're snitching. I know you're
No,
not.
I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not the snitch.
You're the snitch.
And I am
But you just said you're not going to tell.
not about that because I feel like we're already struggling enough. And if you got somebody to like you, baby, and he want to marry you, kudos to you.
Here's the thing.
For better or for worse.
I'm not telling
Now let him
because
see
I
that
feel
work.
like you should pick up on social cues. So if you don't, something's wrong with you too. And y'all could be great together.
Yeah, but serial killers always.
She's not a
are the
serial
people-
killer. Dave,
but
what did
look,
you take it there?
But I'm just saying, even serial killers are psychopaths, but you never know. This is always like, oh, it was such a normal person.
Something was
It was
off.
so regular.
Something's off.
They just weren't catching the social cues.
Yeah, they're just so in love that you're not. But you need to pick up on something.
Well, women are somewhat crazy anyway.
I feel like you're saying that to trigger us to get a reaction, and you're not going to get that.
Well,
No.
I don't feel like he was talking to me.
I feel
No,
like
you
that was,
have
a
your
very, that was
craziness.
a very broad, vague statement.
Well, let's just. Well,
Not let's you
well,
you just
get to it.
you get to your point. Let me
Eve
listen
was
to
crazy.
It. Okay.
Eve was crazy.
Okay.
She got
Okay,
tricked.
you know what? I'm gonna just say this: a little bit women, a little bit crazy, but our hormones are just it's.
But can we talk about this? I saw somebody and they were talking about that God didn't tell Eve, God told Adam. Eve wasn't there when God told Adam, and it was Eve's job to.
What you so hungry for?
We always
What
hungry.
you so hungry for this apple? You got all this other stuff. You just
How many times I come in here? How many times I come in your kitchen and start eating your snacks? I stay hungry. I was made to be hungry.
So you guys are saying I'm right. Women are crazy.
You wanted to give me the little leaves that were like dry. The apple looks juicy.
Can't you just be happy with what I provided? You have everything in this world besides
And I
that.
thought the apple was a part of it.
That is actually a little snapshot, really.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Of women are never satisfied with what they have. If it's something that's just unattainable,
I
that
just feel
just
like
told you
that is
cannot
like-
touch that red button. Do not.
Wait, hold on. Because I feel like men are the same, no?
No, absolutely not.
You guys are satisfied with what you have?
Oh, we're very content.
Here's
Niggas
the
wouldn't
thing.
even put on cologne if y'all didn't like the way that smelled.
So many
Niggas
things.
wouldn't wear deodorant.
I feel like
I don't like
shit.
Niggas-
We like,
I'm
what's
not
up,
sure.
Bob? You good? Yeah.
yeah.
I see you laying on that Subway sandwich you had yesterday. That's what I'm saying. Men be content. You were about to say something, but we be content. Women are.
I don't know if you guys are content
Yeah.
or you guys are quiet.
Yes.
As
Because
a woman,
if content,
there's
yeah,
something
then
I
y'all
don't care
wouldn't
for,
cheat.
I'm addressing it. As men, you guys could not care for it, and you guys would be like, I could deal with it.
Who do you think was the first person to skip rocks on water?
Stop.
Do you think it was a woman or a man?
Stop it.
It was a man
But
that
that's-
was thoroughly entertained.
No, that was a
by
boy.
throwing
It was a
rocks
boy.
at water.
Let me just tell
and
you
just doing it and probably that shit for hours and then went to sleep afterwards like that was fun.
Yes, that's how you guys are, though.
But you guys would throw a rock and skip a rock and skip 3 times. And then as it skips to the 3rd time, you'll see something on the other side of the lake. Like, wait, what is that? Oh, shoot. You want to go over there? No, I don't. Oh, I'm mad. Like, we can't go over there? Let's just skip rocks. Can we just skip rocks today? No, I want to see what's over there. I want to see where the rock went. Is that's what's wrong with y'all.
That's something's wrong with this.
Well, being crazy is something wrong. We just tolerate the crazy because we have a
Y'all
need.
want Nani.
Yeah.
Y'all want the Nani.
Yeah.
So y'all shut up.
We tolerate the crazy because of what we need. And Javonda brought up a good point. It's nature. Hormones. Y'all hormones drive y'all crazy. Y'all are 3 different people within a month.
It's unfortunate.
That's multiple personalities.
I don't know if I'm going to let you get that off.
found something.
I don't know if I'm going to let you get that off.
Hey.
B.
See, look how crazy you are. You know that there's some truth to it, and you still want to combat it. How many people are you within a month?
How many wigs did I wear?
You are happy Anya,
Yeah.
hungry Anya.
Oh, that's all.
Because
I think
because when the period
baseline
right
is
before the
hungry.
period is when the
hungry.
hunger comes for like
forever.
You guys have different. And how do you go through life like that? Every month of the year, so you gotta have something kind
I'd
of.
be struggling.
Maybe
It's a
crazy
struggle.
is not the wrong word. Maybe crazy is the wrong word.
Yeah, not crazy.
You guys are off.
I said that and someone told me that that's not socially acceptable anymore. Politically correct.
off
We're
is
not
not-
allowed to say off.
Okay.
I would.
I know the men are going to agree with me.
I would say off.
Off. I wouldn't say crazy.
I would say, oh, not
there
all there.
are women that are crazy, but I don't think that the
I
hormones is
feel
what, like-
that
No, I'm just saying y'all baseline is crazy. At the
I
foundation.
think it just
you want to use off?
We just a little. The balance is off.
Yeah.
So it's off.
it's off. But the problem is, I won't say Javon and I are so much alike, but Javon and I are very similar in to the degree that we're off, right? She's a little less off than I am, but I feel like I'm not as off as a lot of other people.
Maybe, but is it maybe off in a different direction or off in a different area?
Something in that nature. But it's not until you start to talk to men and they tell you experiences with the women that they've had that you realize like, oh, some of these women are off and they're so scared that you're gonna be crazy. And I like to play crazy because I think it's funny. And then I realize, oh no, you've had a real experience and you're traumatized and I can't play with you like this.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh ha ha ha. But I don't care for that. I'm not doing nothing that I'm gonna go to jail for because I'm scary.
Yeah.
No, it's not happening.
Yeah. So really it's just that you're off in different areas. Like
Yes.
you'll notice it in somebody else, be like, oh, that's crazy. But maybe that person, that woman will look at you and be like, oh, that's weird. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not calling your phone 20 times. You didn't pick up. What is the other 19 times going to change? That is crazy to me. I'm also,
And they're like,
I'm off.
It
This
takes,
is the thing.
you better pick up.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You're right. This is what it is. I am off, but my pride doesn't allow me to be off that people can see. Does that make sense?
Because you don't want to look weird.
Oh,
you don't want to look.
I'm too prideful for you to
Yeah.
have evidence of my crazy.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
there, but
And I'm just not
gonna
like
ever do
this.
it. You know what?
This is just not who I can't be this.
I'm gonna put you on blast. I'm gonna call you out right now.
Blast.
Are you ready? Javonda will talk to you crazy.
What does that mean? Like
When I tell you, if you get her there, she goes up. There's very few times where I've been around Javonda and I've heard her talk and I'm like, who the fuck is that? That's not even my friend right now.
we're talking to you or
No,
talking to
any-
somebody
to
else?
anybody.
To a nigga.
I feel like anybody.
To a man.
Yeah.
To a man. We don't say that around here.
This is say I see you, cuh. You get an award for I see you, cuh, and I can't say nigga.
I'm trying to do better.
And you post, you have it up here. You're showing it off. You're flaunting it. Yeah, put it right side here. I see you. Let me just so you can zoom in at some point. You know how like
Thank you, Tiny. Appreciate you.
You have to. You have to really. It takes me a lot to get to a certain place because I literally think about everything before I say it. So if I say it, I meant it.
But your crazy is limited to just verbal.
Pissing like
You're
something
not
that
about
you
to
just,
hit somebody in the throat
No.
or anything like that. Like you're not gonna physically harm anybody.
I have. Let me tell you. I'm gonna just get there because somebody told my mom recently, like, your daughter bit me, and I said,
okay, Rihanna.
"Did you tell my mom what you did to me?" And my mom was
that
like,
girl who bit Beyonce too. There was a girl
"No."
who bit Beyonce.
And so,
You're a biter.
no, I'm not. That was the only way
Or
that
you
I
just
could.
happened to bite.
Yes, that's the only way that I
was
was
protecting
gonna.
myself.
Yeah, that I could be let go of. So
He
like,
wasn't talking about what he had did to get you to bite
Yes.
him. He just said you
grab
bit
me,
him.
and I'm not stronger than you, obviously, but I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
trying to
down.
wiggle out.
I'm feet not even on the floor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me go. But I've said it way too many times. I can't get out. I'm not strong enough. I know I'm gonna let you gonna let me go. The marks are still there.
Oh, so you broke skin.
Yeah, right on the shoulder.
You do. It's just
How I'm gonna get down?
Yeah, everybody has their limit that they'll go to when they get crazy. So when was the last time that you checked your crazy? And you were like, oh, I'm tripping right now. Because I believe all women have to do that. I don't know how often, but I think it's quite often that y'all have to check your crazy.
For me, I don't really come off like that because it's so weird that I really think about things quick. And so I'll just be like, that's insane to even that's insane. And then my mind literally changes.
When was the last time you caught Javonda doing something crazy that you was like, she's tripping? What? But you don't have to say the thing, but you've caught it though.
The problem with
We
Javonda,
know she doesn't check it. She doesn't. She's
no, it's not that. Not the whole talking crazy type situation. There are other people in Javonda's life who are they thrive in their crazy and they don't feel that it's crazy. So they'll influence her and she'll say one thing, she'll say one little thing, and then like they will just in the shortest way possible. Javonda has like a lot of PIs in her life. And so then Javonda,
What is PIs?
A personal investigator.
Okay.
Or private investigators.
Okay.
Like she'll say one little thing about somebody and then that person will take it upon them to find out all the information behind that
without
one
me
person.
asking.
Yeah. So she's going to benefit from the information that was received. And I know she's not manipulative in the way of like, oh, I'm going to say this so that this person does it for me.
Say that.
No,
Like,
she's
drop
not.
the seed,
No. She's not that way. But that's when they tell me, because me, I'm done for love. Like, tell me the sky is green. The sky is green. I don't need to go check.
Yeah.
So
another bit of crazy.
Yeah. Well, no, tomato.
Yeah, tomato.
Tomato. I call it dumb for love, but whatever. Tomato. So I think that when they come back with all the information that they come back and they give it to her, I'm like, oh my gosh, I would never. That's so crazy.
And I think that
she
it's
handles
crazy.
What you're saying, that she handles it well.
Yeah.
She receives
I
the
think it's
information
crazy.
well.
No,
I'm like,
the
this
people
is insane.
that do all the research. Like, I'm not researching no nigga.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to somebody.
Oh, so who's doing the researching?
Somebody in her life.
But what gender?
A female. Oh.
You keep enough crazy around you, you don't have to be super crazy.
You don't have to be. I don't have to be crazy because they're crazy.
Because they're crazy for her.
I'm going to say it. She's manipulated the situation.
I don't think so.
She has surrounded herself with crazy.
These are my friends.
Look,
I'm going to drop this.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying drop them, but you've surrounded yourself with enough crazy to where you
That
can
it
keep your
benefits
crazy limited. I don't even have to do crazy shit. I got enough crazy energies around
Well, I
me.
was never crazy. That was the thing.
I think you guys are crazy. Because let's bring up a scenario. Being in a situation that you know you should not be in, and it's not productive, it's not positive.
I'm sorry, my sock was all exposed. I didn't like
And it's not good for you. It's a situation not good for you. And you have, and I'm not saying you, I know many women.
I know me. One is
many,
me.
many women have stayed in a relationship or stayed in a friendship for way beyond what they should have been, just because to maybe satisfy the other or try to make
I
something
think
work.
we're done for love.
So we're going to say crazy. We're just going to use that.
No,
so, but look,
it's-
that's a form of.
It's really dumb for love. I don't know if it's like, see, I view crazy two different ways. Crazy is like crazy.
No,
Doing
but crazy, if you'll do that to yourself.
Yeah.
If you'll do that to yourself, it's just.
I understand where you're coming
you know
from.
What I mean?
It's
Like,
crazy.
No, I
because
understand.
you're the most important thing out there.
Because I've had that conversation with an ex before, and I said, "Do you know, like women? I can't speak for all women, but I'll speak
And I don't
for
want to say
myself.
men don't do that also, but men
No.
men do that also. But I've just say
I'll speak for myself when I say this, that if I think something happened and I'm almost for certain that something happened and I can kind of see a little bit of evidence that something happened, I still want to hear you say, this is what happened. Because all the times that you've told me no, and because I am done for love and because I want this to work so bad and I love you so much, I'm going to believe you when you're saying that didn't happen. And so I had the conversation. I said, do you know how fucked up it is to feel that I wholeheartedly felt a way, but because I love you so much, I believed everything that you were saying more than I believed myself. So you have me sitting here thinking I'm crazy because I want to believe you so bad, and you're straight lying to me. And everything that I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, I have to be off. I have to be wrong. I have to be crazy to think this because he's saying this. And I trust you so much that I would believe anything you're saying over myself. So I think a lot of women do that too.
Oh, so we're off different ways. Because
Yeah.
I'm not on that side.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like there's different.
that's-
but
I
women,
guess that you would say that's crazy. Like that's crazy.
And you feel crazy. You feel crazy being like, damn, like
I think that's why I'm such a difficult bitch.
I feel like this is what happened, but you're saying that's not what happened. And
Yeah.
I like, why would you lie to me? Because you love me. You shouldn't lie to me. You love me. I wouldn't lie to you. I love you. And you be lying ass niggas.
well, you got to think though. So like I'm saying, women are crazy, but here comes my tie-in to men. Men are us. We are manipulative predators. You know what I mean? Like, and not even when people say predators now, they always jump like to the 10. I'm saying predator F4 as in I see Anya, I want that. I'm about to go get that. And I'm going to do whatever, manipulate whatever the situation is so I can get that.
Yeah, I'm easy in that way.
And so, but we also know y'all are crazy. And we know that our nature is something y'all attracted to. And we will portray something that you told us that you like.
And protector, provider,
Hey,
prayer. We added a new one.
We added a new one.
Prayer.
Oh, but I have to go back down because I am crazy.
Yeah, I told you
No.
that. Yeah.
Okay, I need a potty break.
Okay.
No, yeah, I am crazy. I'm not gonna say why I'm crazy.
Yeah, I really was like, close your eyes.
That shit was so
Did not even know what you were talking about.
Oh my God. But so you do realize.
No, it's something that I am crazy, but
I bet you there's about 7 things you're crazy.
yeah, no,
7 crazies to you.
this crazy is crazy.
What
But
is
it's not. But it's not crazy where I'm gonna do something crazy. Not that
What
type
is
of-
it crazy?
It's a delusional crazy.
Well, tell them.
No.
Say it.
No,
What is the delusion?
I can't say it.
Explain it.
Okay, but delusional crazy as in creating something here.
Oh yeah. But that's something common amongst your gender,
Our species.
your species. Remember in Baby Boy, what he say? Women are. I forgot how he explained.
Oh gosh. It's gonna come to me later when we're
But he had a good, like, later on in life now, I start thinking, like, damn, that fool was kind of on point.
yeah.
Like, crazy animals. Like, you guys are
Gosh.
crazy. Like, crazy.
It's literally right at the tip of my tongue.
So, you'll
No.
create a situation. in your head.
No, let me not take it that far.
Okay.
I've only created one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not creating multiple.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was it because how much emotion you have for that person?
It
how
had
much
to
you
do with
love?
manifesting. You
Oh.
know how when people say to manifest?
Yeah.
The manifestation you just take further.
How does,
And
the
then it
mani-
becomes crazy.
how does the manifestation go further?
Because you literally, they say you have to manifest everything. So you manifest it, you talk about it, you say it's yours, you know?
But that's what prayer is.
Yes.
So that's what prayer is.
But the crazy comes in when it's like, this is mine, but it's not.
Yeah. But you're like, I'm gonna go so forward this way that I'm gonna make
So that
this
I can make it happen.
Make it happen. But yeah, that's a little bit.
It is.
And did the other person know that you were in pursuit?
Do they know now? Yes.
They know now. But that's where I think that's where women get messed up. Is that I don't ever think that you guys are ever supposed to be in pursuit.
Like, well, the thing is that it wasn't, it was like, okay, so in your life,
I'm impatient.
yeah, in your life, what in this age of life, let's say that, because not in your life, because
Right.
one thing I learned about that we talked about before is like what we didn't do when we were younger is ask questions. We didn't ask enough questions to know somebody, to know enough, right? But now you're older, you're single, whatever it is that you are, and you are like, I don't want that. This is not what I want. So you go on these dates, you ask these questions, it's like this, and then you see something and it's quality. You're like, I wonder if it's quality. So you just start manifesting and investigating and manifesting. And you're like,
Investigating.
this
You hear
is
that?
Great. Investigating to them though, not behind their back. I'm with you, and I'm like, so what do you like to do in your spare time?
Yeah.
Like that's my investigating.
Yeah.
My investigating, like, let me go.
No, you're just trying to find
no.
out who somebody is.
Yeah.
If they are what
Because
they,
now I know I didn't ask questions. Now I know I need to ask questions. So why we're not together? I'm going to ask the questions why we're not together, so I can build this up now to see if I even like you
Right.
before it gets too far.
Right.
So
Oh, that's because that's when you could the line, like reading between the lines, are the thin line between crazy and sane is you could do that with religion also. You know, like some people can be like, oh, I manifest, you can say prayer. You know, but prayer without action is empty. You know what I mean? Like manifesting something without action is empty. You can't just throw it
I
out
can't
there.
just throw it out there and be like, I'm going to pray for it. I'm going to, how people tithe and like all this stuff that goes into what you are praying for and stuff that you're giving back to give back or whatever you do. So there's just certain parts that I'm like, oh, that's a little crazy.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
What I just did that's a little crazy.
That's a little unlike myself.
So I'm going to just say recently.
Oh, recently. Oh.
Something that I thought of was a little crazy. Oh, we're not. No.
What?
No.
No, it wasn't bad.
Oh.
But it's that we come to realizations in our life through experience, through like exposure to certain things. I would say it's a duality. Like you're crazy, y'all crazy is needed, and us being how we are is needed. But you shouldn't have to pursue. I don't think women should have to pursue. Like, do you believe that what's for you is going to come to you?
Yes, but it's has been taking long.
Do you believe what's for you will come to you?
I do.
Yeah.
But
I think.
But do you act it out?
So for
do you
me,
live in that?
So I think that what you put out there is what you get.
Okay.
I agree with.
Of what is for you is for you. You know what I mean? Because what I want for me may not be what I'm presenting, and so that's not what I'm attracting.
Mm-hmm.
I told Javonda, somebody Instagram. I call him an Instagram person because we've never met in real life, even though we're close. We just never, not close, but I mean we're close in proximity.
Yeah.
We've never met person to person. They FaceTimed me the other night and we were having a conversation. They were gone. They were lit. They liquor, shrooms, gone type situation. And they're talking to me and I was telling them about the story about my weekend, about what just took place. And they were like, oh, I said, yeah, like the guy invited me out and I don't know if he thought that I didn't notice, but like he's spending time with me, but not being physically affectionate with me. But then he'll get up and then I see him approach another girl and he's like arm around the neck and like take my bracelet off and put my bracelet on her. And then he'll come back and he'll spend a little bit more time with me. And then he'll go and now she's sitting on his lap. And it's just like, I knew she was here before I got here. You really didn't need to call me to come to this event. I could have stayed home. So I was telling him everything that happened. He was like, oh, so would you mess with both of them? And I was like, oh, I don't mess with girls. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, oh, no, I don't mess with. He's like, you never kiss a girl? I said, no. And so he asked me like 8 times, 8 different ways if I've ever kissed a girl. I said, no. He's like, you've never been in the club. You see a girl and you're like, oh my God. This is really what he said. You see a girl and you're like, oh my God, you're so pretty. And you kiss her. I said, no. I said, I don't think I've ever kissed a nigga I didn't know in the club.
Yeah.
Like, who is doing this?
Yeah.
He's like, you're boring. I said, I am.
First of all, I didn't even
very
know.
much am. And so he was just like,
I didn't know that was a thing.
yeah, thank you. I said, I am boring. And then I asked him, I said, what am I giving off? What am I putting out there? Because I think my problem is that men like you see me and they think I'm this girl that you're asking me all these questions, like kissing bitches and stuff like that. And I'm not her. So what is it that I'm putting out there? Because I'm attracting men like you. And then they get here and they realize I'm boring and then they don't want to be here.
You know what I think it is?
Because you don't fit what they thought you were.
And
I know what it is.
Perception is reality, but I don't know what
fun.
Your openness, your fun, your
so much fun here.
It's too much fun.
And it's because you play a lot.
But I don't
verbally.
play
No.
I don't play
I know, but because
we already talked about this. Don't cancel.
But no, but the thing is that you don't, but the majority are what people are exposed to that have these qualities are that.
Well, not even
Are also,
but not even just that,
this,
because
also this.
I was telling her nowadays so many people are that.
They are. So I had that conversation with her because even with Crazy Cut, I was telling him, I said, well, when I go into the world, because I was like, I'll say I'll put something on and be like, it's giving kind of stud. Like, he's like, it really irritates me that you say things like that.
I understand him so much because it makes me so mad.
When I say it?
When you say shit like that, it's just like...
So he gets really upset. And so, and I didn't even date you, so he gets really upset.
Like, because it's been about at least I'm like, stop saying that.
No, but this is why. This is why.
Yeah.
Because in today's day and age, where I'm giving a random statistic, so please don't fact check me. When you look into the world and 75% of the girls are kissing girls or messing with girls or whatever, when someone looks at me, I don't want them to put me in that 75. So I go out of my way because I think it's already very difficult for men because we're so don't catcall, don't this, don't that. It's very difficult for a man to approach a woman. And I think that falls back into why women now approach men.
Now are in pursuit.
Because hear me out. I ain't never walked up to a nigga and thought, oh, he may like boys. How many times do you think a guy has not talked to a girl because, she probably likes girls only?
Never.
Well, first of all,
wait, no, not never. I'm so sorry. They're probably like religious people or like.
Well, first of all, a lot of them don't care because they're like.
Well, I don't want the ones that don't care. I want that one, the one who's like, oh yeah, no.
But this is the thing.
I want the religious one.
I think that he doesn't care in a way like he thinks that my girl's gonna go talk to another girl. I'm thinking in a way that if she did kiss a girl in the club before, that doesn't make her
who she is. Yeah,
because guys really be like.
But I don't make you gay. I don't want to. Yeah. If she kiss a girl,
I know how you think.
Yeah, I don't want him.
You said once you go, that you are that.
Yeah.
You said. I remember, but remember you were like, with me,
because I feel like that's what that is. Because honestly, so I think you're talking about girl like,
and I'm impatient.
Is it Kalani or is her name Kalani? Mm-hmm. Kalani because she's bi.
She's
Kalani.
Is it Kaylani?
Kaylani, the rapper singer girl?
Yes, okay.
But are we listening to her? Are we listening to him because he also says Sawidi?
Sawidi.
So it's
either, you know who we're talking about.
Yes. So she's bi, but she'll dress like a boy and she'll dress like a girl sometimes. Like she'll wear, but comes off very girly to me, but she dress like a boy sometimes.
Yeah, you can't hide when you look like a woman. Like the feminine qualities, you look like a woman. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, okay, so that's why you're in pursuit because of what this world has presented.
I think for me personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but I think for me, I think that's why I'm even more comfortable letting a man know I like men and I'm going to let you know.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not the best at it. Like,
I'm not making the effort. I'm doing what I can to express.
I don't want to say I'm mean, but I'm a little bit mean. So the things that are coming out of my mouth may not be the nicest, but I'm this.
Yeah.
I'm a this, and you'll be like, oh, her hand is on my thigh. You're gonna know I like you.
But is that the thing? Is that the love language?
My physical touch. That's my number one. That's my love language seeping through. I may not say the nicest things to you. I may not give you words of affirmation, but you're gonna be like, oh, she's not touching me throughout this whole night.
Right.
Some part of my body I want on your body.
And that's nature also. Mm-hmm. Like that's normalcies. But what people are being shown and what's being promoted is also diluting or affecting the way men look at women or women looking at men. Vice versa is what's being promoted on social media where you tell somebody, no, I don't want to kiss a girl. They're like, what? Are you
They like try to shame you for it.
But they may be their algorithm, whatever they like or whatever they spend time looking at, may be pushing that energy. Mm-hmm. So where they're like, dang, this is crazy.
Yes.
That you're not like that. So that
and not.
So we always talk about compromise in relationships or what you're willing to compromise or what you want in life, where you saw yourself in life. And to me, you both are very beautiful young women, right?
Thank you.
And you guys have a solid base, a solid foundation.
Our lower body thick, yeah.
Lower body thick. Got bomb bodies.
I'm skinny now.
Solid. No.
I'm skinny mini now.
But you still look great, and you still.
I'm talking about our solid foundation.
Oh,
so, yeah.
That's what you said. We got a solid foundation. I know what I pick up what you're putting down. I may have not got the clap to get off to the gospel, but that one I got.
Got that. But do you ever sit back and say, I thought I would have been married by now?
Always.
Or thought I would have.
I don't even want to get into it right now.
She about to cry. Javada's personality, she's a different person lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think her Anya has like dripped into her a little.
You're a little bit more emotional
I don't
now?
even think it has to do with, I think it started off with, being an adult.
Mm-hmm.
I've been an adult, right? But like, okay, now I have to do these certain things. So I've already done a lot of things for my life and my future or whatever. But it's like now I'm looking into buying a house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very difficult situation.
Like I gotta have a husband
yeah.
to buy a house.
Single.
Not that I don't want a husband. That's
Yeah.
not, because I obviously want the husband. But it was just like, I have to have the husband to do this. And that pissed me off.
Are the best friend.
But I was just like, I think I was so mad at all the people that I put too much time in.
Hold on real quick. Just so.
Okay. What they making?
Whatever they cooking smell good.
Smell good.
Smell good. Good as fuck. They're not.
Stop it.
Don't press them like that. They're not that loud.
But we can smell whatever y'all cooking.
Yeah, you gonna have to pay us in food though to make up for it.
That's okay.
I'll edit that.
No,
Okay.
I just been really upset because of that. So I've been upset at all the people that and it's probably been like 3 main people in my life that I was like, to me, future, that it could have been a future with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I was literally supposed to be married
Mm-hmm.
with a family.
Were you though?
I think this is the part.
Were you though?
This is the part that I feel a way about, because Javonda's the same person that will look me in the face and be like, don't care what people think and da 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 da. But she's also the same person that wants to go based off societal rules and feeling like she should be married at this time.
No, I don't think.
everything
I don't
is
care about
changing.
what people think. I don't care about what they're thinking. This is what I think.
So I know. So
Yeah.
but you're thinking. What is your evidence for your thinking?
Oh, my evidence, because before I thought I should be married at 25. I no longer, that was a societal thing.
Okay.
That was whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just now sick. I'm just now older. So now
Where the tissue
Other
box?
variables.
my
other
family,
variables.
where does it fit? I mean, not that it can't happen, because obviously God
Yeah.
will, but it's like, I still don't know if that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I can't get a husband. I could still get a husband, but
The thing is, yes, easily. Like I want to say easily.
please stop.
No,
Don't say that.
No, you know how
He doesn't mean that. It's not
But-
easy here. It's difficult, bitch. Here.
No, it's difficult when you have
standards
Standards.
and boundaries
and boundaries. But
Yeah.
it's easy if you just want to settle and
you just
say,
want-
Do you know
I
what
just
I
We
wanna
were having
be-
that conversation. We don't want the title.
Do
of
you
the
know where I
marriage.
even took it? I went to the wrong school.
What do you mean?
I went to the wrong school.
I don't understand what you're
Is
saying.
that what you think? You went to the wrong. You were around the wrong people. You were around the wrong
Oh,
environment.
you talking about in high school or in
Just-
college, or because
No, college-
Ben was at all the wrong schools.
But
No.
what made you so emotional about this right now?
She's my friend.
And you just love Javonda.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You just love her so much. I love her too, and I get what. But you guys have a
No, because like, I want to see my friend win so bad.
Mm-hmm.
So bad. Because obviously, like, I'm selfish. She win, I win.
Yeah.
Like, that's just really how I feel. So, like, the sickness and stuff, the reality of the situation, you just don't know. And even though we ha-ha and we kiki and,
Yeah.
like, we plan our friendship for the rest of our life, the rest of our life could be so quick. And it couldn't even be her. It could be me first.
Yeah.
But just, it's rough to know that my friend wants this so bad.
And there's
And
standards
there's a
there.
possibility that it could not happen.
Is there a
It's
little
like
bit
I-
of you seeing yourself in that also?
For me,
Like,
in what sense? Give me more.
Like, do you also see yourself in Javonda? Like some of the emotion there is like, because you usually see yourself in your friend. You know what I mean? Like,
I think people around me have told me that I live like I'm sick because of her.
yeah.
They're like, the decisions that you make, the way that you move.
Because I don't really make the decisions like I'm sick. I
Yeah.
don't, because I'm such a future planner person, you know.
And I'll
But
say,
when it comes to traveling, I'm like, well, let's travel. But it's not because I'm sick. I don't think she's doing it that because of that. I'm not.
Yeah. If my friend want to go on a trip right now,
We gonna find it.
I'll make a way. I'll make a way. I don't have it, but I'll make a way so that it can happen,
Yeah.
so we can experience it. Because who knows how long I'm gonna have my friend for?
So that's what I was gonna get to.
I think mine.
like she's scared.
Oh, big time. But
You're very scared.
I literally have a screenshot in my phone. I was at a funeral because one of my friends, it's not funny. One of my friends' friend had passed away. And I went there more to support him. Even though I knew the individual, I know how impactful that person was to their life. So I went to the funeral to support them. And as I'm sitting there, I had literally texted Siobhan like, you can't die first.
Oh, man.
You're not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
And so like she had
made me sign.
I said sign it. You know how they do how you can iPhone signature? She signed it and I screenshot and said this is evidence. Like you're not allowed and I'm gonna hold you to it.
Right.
Let you be in the hospital. Bitch, you better not think about it.
Right. You better get your fucking together.
That is very sweet. And that's very loving. And I admire both of you guys.
I really just
do
think
admire that
mine is like,
relationship.
I'm not trying to rush a process of like, oh, I need to be married. That wasn't it. It was really just because in my life, how I grew up. Like I grew up, and that's the only reason why I think that, yes, are you supposed to have a family? Yes, I do think that because I am such a family person.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up only family person. So like even with my whole entire family, because my mom's siblings, they were already close with all of their kids and cousins and stuff. And it wasn't even a lot of us, like first cousins. It was just enough for me. Like, you know, we grew up together. So it was like, this is what it's like. We did everything together. We had Sunday dinners every single Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We made dances. We went camping. We did Disney. We went to San Diego. We traveled I traveled a lot of places when I was young. So probably why I like traveling. So when I grew up, it's like, I thought 25, but then when 25 passed, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be married. Like I'm supposed to be having these friends. Because 20s is for fun, guys.
Mm-hmm.
To me, now that I'm older and I realize life, if you're in your 20s is when you need to experience life in that way, clubbing and stuff like that, because you really don't want to do it when you're older because there's so much world to see older versus that, because you'll miss so much outside world being inside a club.
Yeah.
So for me, it was that then like getting older, it's like, okay, now this is the time where this is that, because now if I have kids now, right, that I couldn't be in my kid's life, great. But it's just like the time that I want to spend with my family and the time like my kids and my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would like to do that.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, you're not supposed to have it. I'm possibly not supposed to have it right now. But just if I'm going to have that, I would like to have that time because we are getting old.
We are getting old. But with that, like the timeline, right? Like women are really on a window, a clock, right? And that's something that I've realized that's super relevant in every woman's life. Like that's something that men don't really necessarily think about like that, but women do. You guys have these other thoughts that you have.
My dad had me at like 50.
And I really was like, should I have had kids? And I was like, no, I shouldn't have had those kids. Like, no kids.
Right. And do you see what you have that is a gift that what other people don't have?
I'm gonna say there's so many people, so separate types, obviously not having the kids and having the freedom, but there are so many people who say to me, like random people that I don't even know sometimes, like, you are really important to life right now in this very moment.
Mm-hmm.
And not a lot of people know you yet, but a lot of people see you. And it's like, you are so special and gifted in a way. You are really different from a lot of people. I don't really know how to explain it to you. That's what they'll say to me. And I don't know, but in my head, I'm like, I'm so special.
Yeah.
Not trying to say I'm not special, guy. You made me for a reason. But where? What is going on?
What's going on is we have to live it in the moment, the now, right? Like what we have right now. The things that the people that you're able to touch, impact, benefit, you may have been more focused, preoccupied with you.
And I always tell
myself, family is you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Family is me. Family is you. And sometimes, and not to get like super religious or like, but there's a reason for everything. And sometimes God puts people in positions that they're supposed to be in other people's lives. Like, you
And I
never
say that
know
to
what,
myself.
like-
Once I get in my little tantrum mode and I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, Javonda. Because my mom said, I used to always say this since I was younger. And my mom used to first be like, oh my gosh, Javonda. But now she's like, Javonda, she'll remind me. I would be like, God placed me here for the people. I used to say that from when I was younger. Like, he placed me here for people. I'm here for the people. And I feel like I possibly don't have my family because because of the type of family person I am, it would take away from whatever path God sent for me.
Right.
Because I would be more into my family than I am into what I do. I probably wouldn't even work where I'd be working.
And I think you would put, with your family, you would put your priority on the back burner. You would put your life on the back. And this is speaking from a married man and my wife. You tend to live somebody else's life now. Like, what you do is not for you. And it's like, they don't know that. The kids don't know that. They may not appreciate it at this moment, but it's so much more than
They don't.
what we think is marriage or what is being a parent. You really are last now.
Mm-hmm.
You're last.
Yeah, I'm super last a lot. The gym is probably my only me.
Yeah.
That's it.
But you're in your life with the kids that you do deal with the girls that you see.
All of them. School, everybody.
You see yourself in them. You're talking to some kids that you might be able to talk to about things that you went through.
I don't want them to make a lot of the mistakes. I mean, let me not say that. I didn't make a lot of mistakes. I really haven't. But just small mistakes that I probably have made just in life to be like, well, you don't have to take that path. But I don't have to tell them that. I just kind of steer them.
Yeah.
Like, what do you
want
to do?
And both of you, it's a rarity and it's unique to have two beautiful young black women, 40, almost 40, no kids, right? About to, in your own business, in doing your own thing with each other and have each other. And I feel blessed to know you guys and to have you guys in my space.
Blessed to know you.
Because you guys are doing something that people don't know about and nobody's talking about. There are women out here. You guys are out here, but no one's talking about like some of the hurt that comes with it. Being strong. Oh, I'm a strong well, guess what?
I'm not even saying that.
I
don't say that.
I'm fragile. I'm dainty. I don't care if I'm big. Toss me around. Guys, I'm gonna let you guys know I have champagne in my cup. I'm gonna tell it myself.
It's okay.
So maybe that's why I'm crying. And a little bit of my period's gonna start.
So a little bit of the crazy is happening. It's okay. That's what it is. We call that a little bit of crazy.
But you're right. Nobody talks about the pain that comes.
Or the expectation on a woman. Like someone telling you, oh dang, you're not this yet?
No.
You don't have that yet? Oh, how much I appreciate and love you guys and how
We love you too.
unique the situation is that we have, because it's not a lot of just what we're doing here right now, right? Like Anya, Javonda, me, a married man with two single women in his household, that there's no
Inappropriate. But I've told you this. I've told you, like, when I've been out on the street and someone will mention them, like, oh, she has a podcast. I was like, oh yeah, we have two. I was like, we have one, and I always speak so highly of you. I said, because it's not often, especially in your adult age, that you can be around a man and not feel like there's another intention behind it. And I really do, even though I have brothers, I really do come from the aspect of like, it's been a short period of time, but I know that you only want to see the best for me. And I know that there's no secret motive behind it.
Right.
And it feels so good to feel that way, to come in here and to know that there's no, and I say this in the most like humblest of ways, there's no threat.
right. And
It just feels safe.
That shit is so crazy to me. And this, we could say this is where my crazy is. That I never realized until I'm about to be, I don't even know how old I'm about to be. I think I'm 44. I think I'm about to be 44.
That is so funny. I was just arguing with my dad about his age this morning.
You always argue with your dad. He always forget how old he is. We've done this before. We did the math, but okay.
I think I'm about to be 44. But at 44, realizing how important these relationships are for community, for building, because it's so valuable to hear your thoughts, hear your opinions, hear your thoughts, share your opinions, your emotions. Because if we don't start understanding each other and like really like, oh shoot, I have a question. Let me ask you this.
Yeah. We got a lot of questions.
Like I have a lot of questions.
Like, where my husband?
But I never thought of the space that you guys are in as women, of not feeling safe. Mm-hmm. I never put myself in that position.
And it comes with so much because
you are,
you're a man. So
you can protect yourself.
How I become, and this is a lot because how I even became the difficult bitch is like understanding that I'm not safe here. I was not safe talking to you. And you think it's because of this and this and this. No, you don't give me safe. And you think
don't give me security.
You think safe as in, oh, I can protect you. No, you can't.
You're not protecting my emotions.
Yeah.
You're not protecting my feelings. You're not protection is more than just physical, like, boom.
Say that again, because that's also something. Like, oh, I'll ride on and I'll kill.
Yeah,
but it's more than that.
First of all, if you doing that, you going to jail, and then who's going to provide finances? You're not protecting me.
Yeah.
You're not. No, but for real, like, you're not protecting the family. And I've had that conversation with people before. And there was a guy I used to talk to, and he would tell me, like, he's like, you're so different in the aspect of, like, there's a lot of women out here who are dating a drug dealer. And I was like, why would I date a drug dealer? You're not getting any money legally. That's not protecting my family financially.
Right.
Why would I lay down with a man and start a family with a man who sells drugs for a living, and then you get caught and you go to jail, and then now I have kids. I gotta be a nigga.
Yeah.
Well, you told me I didn't have to work, so I wasn't working. We don't have in medical. So you pay for everything.
Exactly. Our house is in your mama's name because she got a real job. I don't got nothing in my name, and then your mama don't like me, so now I'm at the house. Your mama go sell the house. Your mama go take the kids. Like, no, I don't want that. That's not
the fact
that's not
that
family to me.
Just rolled out.
That's
that
how I
easily.
Think. Yes,
it it's a snapshot of what women are thinking about.
There's no safety. We're not safe.
Yes.
And that's why.
Then
that's
roll on
why
top
women.
Of that black woman.
Yeah, but that's why women work. Not that we don't work, but they're working so hard. They're getting.
But that's why we're in our adult phase right now. That's why she's really like, because it comes a point where we live in this fantasy, we live in this fairy tale, and it's like, and then our husband, Prince Charming, comes and kisses us and wakes up, and we live happily ever after. And now we're at the point where it's like, all right, I'm 33 years old. This nigga not here. All right, how am I gonna get a house?
Mm-hmm. I had a question. I think one of my questions was with a guy.
Now it falls on me.
And asking him like about his future and like buying a house, and would like him like knowing that you're gonna inherit your parents' house.
Yeah.
They're alive.
Yeah. What are we going to do till then?
You're in your 30s and your parents are still, you're in your late 30s, your parents are still alive, and you're talking about you're going to inherit the house.
They got another 30.
And sir, you have
40.
a brother.
Yeah.
He not going to say cash him out? How you going to cash him out? You ain't got no job.
Yeah.
And people don't think about that. They're like, they would never do that to me. And it was just like, I'm not saying that he would, but you just never know.
You never know.
You never know until you're in that situation or they need something. So I just I'm like, it's not safe here. This is not a safe place for me. This is not what I want. And the standards are like, this is not within my standards. Mm-hmm. So now I'm over here. And now I got to work a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We hate it.
Hate it.
Hate it. And
I don't hate it as in I love what I do.
Work is stupid.
Yes, no, I love what I do. I love the kids and I love what I do. But I don't like working.
We?
Yeah.
And
so I'm very much like me buying a house. I'm looking in the place that I want to live.
Yeah.
This is where I want to live. So I'm gonna work here until I can do it.
Yeah.
And it's not that I can't do it. It's just that by myself, I am gonna be in the house. I'm a party in my house.
But this is why I said, and now you guys be thinking I'm joking. Why not start doing, like, there's more women than men in this world.
Oh, yes,
There's more women in this, like, there's going to be women that don't have a significant other where that, like, some people are falling in line with the, I can't think of the relationship thing. The polygamy or what, like that thing, right? Like, that's being pushed a lot. But also, why are we not pushing friends building together.
I literally just told my aunt, my dad's sister, we're 2 years apart. She's 2 years older than me. And she got a house younger, and she lives in an area that I would like to live. Always love this place. And I'm like, last night I was at her house, and I'm like, I'm just a little upset because why, after when you got a divorce, did I not move here with you? And we pay and save, and we get another place that we could have moved in that one and then rented this one. Why? Who was I thinking?
Because we're thinking, oh, once I get married, I'll get a house. I'll do this. I'll do that.
I thought I was going to be married.
Yeah.
I was in a relationship. I thought I was going to get married.
And we can't put all our eggs in one basket because nothing is for certain.
The basket fell. It's like Easter. The eggs are scrambled all over the USA.
Yeah.
I can't find them.
We're talking about you guys buying a house together, you guys building property and stuff.
Oh,
We got to have money to do that, though.
Well, if you're looking to purchase a house in Hesperia, there's currently one for sale. Please
Hesperia?
buy it.
Yes.
Please buy it. Please buy it.
How much is it going for?
$435. Please buy
$435,000?
Please buy it.
Yes.
Please buy it.
Are you
We
selling?
need-
Oh, you're selling a house.
Yes, we needed to go now.
Please
Where's
buy
Hesperia?
See,
it.
wait a
Talking about
minute.
that camera. You're messing up myself.
It's far. It's a little far.
But listen, it's a little far, but if
But
you want
please buy
property,
Where's it close to?
You're messing up myself.
No, because we can use land like
Stop. No.
places. Is it by Joshua Tree?
No, it's not like fitting. No, I'll show you right now. Hold on. Where are we at? Keep talking.
This has been a good
Well,
reunion.
it's been so much time.
It's been so much time, and I'm glad to have you guys back, man.
but I do have a lot of things in play,
Of course, you guys are business forward.
and we're gonna get there, guys. Keep going. Don't stop.
Don't stop believing.
ADHD at its finest.
It's a nice house.
Yes. You know anyone that would like to purchase it? Like soon? Like now? Like today? I can get you in contact.
How long has
with
it been on the
realtor.
market?
Fairly new. Maybe a month or two.
This is dope. I just am trying to find the map to see where it's at.
Okay. I'll show you. You want me to show you? I'll
Yeah.
show you.
From here.
I'll show you. Oh.
So what's next? What's next and what's new with you guys right now? So what's going on?
It's a lot of business stuff going on.
Okay.
That I don't want to say right now because obviously,
We have a business venture coming up.
Really?
but there's a lot. Right now, you guys, I have a recital on Sunday, so
I don't know if this will be out by then. Make them come. Giovanna will do it.
No, I'm not asking y'all to come.
No, come. It's just a meet and greet.
Yeah. What is it? So talk about it.
Make
Have
it a
a dance
motherfucking meet
recital.
and greet
Oh, you have a dance recital? Okay.
for her studio.
It's my 14th spring recital.
Her last one she fell at, so maybe this one you'll get another fall out of her.
No, I don't want to fall. I don't. Went to the hospital after. Thought I sprained my wrist with it. I'm okay.
You're okay. You're fine. Sometimes it's cool.
I
to
think
laugh
I
at
did
pain.
sprain my thumb though, but not the wrist.
So we got the
So I have my dance studio. It's going well. We have our spring recital. I have another venture that I've been working on that I did tell you about earlier. I'm going to finish that by the end of the year. I said that last year, but I really mean it.
I'm excited for that.
I really mean
We'll update
I
you
don't
guys
mean
as
it.
it prolongs.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I've been here.
Waiting. You've been waiting
She
for it
read
to
the
get done.
first. Oh,
I read the first.
Oh, so they just gave it away. There you go. It's a manifesto. She's about to. No, I was playing. I was just playing. That was
You
very.
guys say something.
okay.
Yeah,
No,
yes.
but yes, it's end of the year, guys. For that, end of the year.
I'm gonna be on you like you be on me.
Yeah.
I want your 2 pages a night.
A night, girl. I'm tired.
I don't care.
No, in the summer I could do more. Honestly, this past I don't know. We've been doing different things, but doing a lot of the same things. But I've been really busy with work and then also counseling out of school. It was a lot because it was like end of the year, so it was getting kids to graduate.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of time put into that, and then having to go straight to the dance studio, and I had a dance team from a different school, but they would come to my studio and trying to complete dances for that and complete dances for my recital.
Oh yeah, you've been busy.
So end of the year gets really end of the dance season gets really crazy, and
beginning of the summer. Basically,
so I haven't even edited other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys haven't seen any of our like flipping videos,
a little bit of business. Life happens. A little bit of business. What's up with you, Anya, man? We
trying to sell a house.
We're trying to sell a house.
It's close to Victorville. I know a lot of people in Victorville.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do they want to go to Hesperia?
I think I might have some people to send along.
Please, please.
Maybe they can make Hesperia into Victorville.
Well,
like they did.
I'm going to tell you this. I know this is going to sound bad. They coming up over there.
Yeah.
They got an in and out and everything.
It is coming up over there.
That house has been in my family for some time, and it did not have a lot of stuff over there. So I've seen it develop, and there's a lot of opportunity for growth. It's a lot of land out there. The backyard has so much potential. I think that you should really invest in it.
Look at you selling property like you are a catch.
I just want to
you
get rid
are
of it.
a catch.
I just want to. And they be fumbling me every time.
You are a catch.
And they fumble me every time. When I say interception, when I tell you that these niggas, never mind. So back to me.
Back to you.
Back to me. For real this time, I'm on my journey. I'm back on my sea journey.
What inspired the new journey?
Niggas.
Oh goodness.
Niggas.
But is that a good thing? Maybe that's not a good inspiration.
No. I feel like I grew. And I put myself in a very vulnerable place that I did not want to put myself in. And I saw the outcome from that place. And I'm like, okay.
And this is a recent thing. Mm-hmm. This is recent. Mm-hmm. Okay. And this is just like, hey, I'm waking up.
Yeah.
I need something else. I need to.
You want to get into it?
Yeah.
Do we have time?
Yeah.
The problem.
Oh, shoot. I can't believe we've been going. Oh, dang. Let's go.
The problem for myself is that I realized that my top love language is physical touch. Because my top love language is physical touch, I lead with physical touch. And I think no nigga's going to turn down physical touch. You know what I'm trying to say? So for me, because I've been like, I'll so infatuated with a nigga or so in love or like or lust for that person that it's like, this is what I want. And I'll lead with that. And then now we've been kicking it. And it feels like every time we kick it, we're doing this. At some point, I'm feeling like, oh, this is all you want here. You don't want me.
Yeah.
That comes with this. Don't get me wrong. That her is a part of me.
Yeah.
But I led with her because that's my love.
Yeah. But what is your receiving of language? How do
physical touch?
Oh, you like to receive that as well? Okay. Okay.
Because if I'm okay, so when I lead with that, that's for me because that's how I receive it. I receive it with physical touch. Now, if I'm loving you through gifts and acts of service.
Okay.
Like I'll love you like a nigga will love you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in the sense of like, I'm coming to the house, you don't got hand soap. Oh, I'm gonna buy you this hand soap because I know you need this hand soap. Yeah. Or, oh, I noticed you ran out of this lotion. Oh, when I come over, I bought this lotion for you because I know you ran out of it. Or it's little things like that. I've always been that way in the sense of like, thoughtful. If I see one time that, okay, this is the gum that you pick, I'll get a whole pack of gum. Boom. Be like, oh, I thought of you.
Yeah.
Like things like that. Like that's how I show you love.
I'm thinking about you and I care about you.
Because I want you to see that I pay attention to you.
Yeah.
Like I really want you to be a part of my life and I want you to know. And another thing with me is I'm so love them because in my head they're love me. And then it's going to work. And a lot of me is love them, and they're love themselves.
So they're getting what they want.
And of course, I'm benefiting you. I'm gonna benefit you. Like that's just the reality of the situation. I know what I bring to the table. You're gonna benefit off me. Whether you feel like you eating a lot or you eating a little, you're gonna benefit.
Yeah.
And so then it comes to the point where I have to look in the mirror and be like, okay, Anya, when are we picking you? When are we loving you? When are we getting what it is that do you feel like you're benefiting from this? Because at some point the physical touch is great, but and I have to take accountability because I lead with physical touch.
Right.
So
you have to contain yourself, really. You have to contain and maintain.
And that's why I'm on my journey.
Okay. Because containing the monster, containing that energy, you know, like and the hard part is the more you contain, the stronger it gets. Because I'm the same way, right? And I had to learn that also. But once you get deeper into it, it'll become easier. But it's just that beginning where that shit is just like,
it's awful.
It's awful, but it will become so much greater.
I think it's also easy
when it's received in a way of when that touch, that physical touch is received in a way of love. Mm-hmm. It's a different spark. It's a different thing, and you deserve it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and it'll come your way, and men will chill for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm
I mean?
not crying, but I feel how she felt earlier when she was crying. Yeah.
Yeah, because you see the dilemma.
Like just knowing her and how she feels, exactly, I know what it is. And there's so many times that there's times that I'll tell her like, no, don't do this or don't. Yeah, she just made, and I know she is, but I want her to know that I am saying no. And it's not to be like parenty or anything. It's just because it gets to this. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't want it to get to that. Right.
It is going to be okay.
It is going to be okay. Everything is okay.
We're just going to be at home playing I Just Want to Know podcast challenges all the time for the rest of our lives.
And it's so interesting to all the emotion behind it. You know what I mean? Like all the emotion behind it or what you want. But
because I know better.
But that's what everybody. But that's not just your problem. It's not just your problem. Not just my problem. We all have self-inflicted wounds. A lot of the stuff that is wrong, that we do wrong, or that we all know feel better. Bad about, we all know better, and it's self-inflicted wounds.
But it's going to be different this time.
We have weaknesses.
It's going to be different this time.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, crack is crack. When you shoot up crack, it's going to be crack.
And that's the thing I think for me right now is just like keeping the distance. I think keeping the distance, which is a shortcut, which is really not challenging myself. It's my cheat code in this moment, which is just like
staying isolated.
If I don't entertain anybody, then I don't have anything to worry about. Mm-hmm. Like our gym closed down, so we had to go to a different gym because it was getting like remade. And I was there. I was like, okay, like I was really going to the gym because I didn't have no gym crush. I wasn't worried about nothing. I was really back in the gym. I was good. And then like 2 days before we had to go back to our gym, I found me a gym crush. I said, Javonda.
First of all, she didn't even find him or her gym crush. He looked like my gym crush. Her other gym. He looked like my gym crush.
I literally called him a knockoff. So my main gym crush, I call him Golden Star. I saw this nigga. I said, look at that little yellow star over there, looking like a knockoff. I said, he bad. Because my Golden Star is very square bear.
Yeah.
This one, he got the same build as him, but he got tattoos. I said, he got a chain on. He got his little bracelet on. I said, he's no good. And I like him.
Yeah. You
gotta devalue men right now.
Her mind is
you
like,
have to devalue.
He's such a bad boy.
Yeah, he bad. And like, like I said though, like as women, we will see somebody, will make them.
I just thought about something.
Give it to me.
She means bad, and he's bad for her. Mm-hmm. How you just said it right now, and I heard it. Because we just told the kids stop calling guys bad. That's how it came off now. So that's not what she meant.
Okay, so we were at the studio and some of the kids were like, he's bad. And I was like, what do you mean? And I said, I have a problem, and I'll say it right now. I have a disdain towards women that use feminine adjectives to describe males. I don't want you to look at a male. And I had a homie and I told him, I said, the next time a bitch call you pretty, you check her. Mm-hmm. Because you're a man. You're not pretty. You're handsome. She can find another way to describe you. But when she describes you as pretty, it lowers your masculinity.
And that's how she look at you.
To me.
Yeah. No, but that's how she look to me. That's how she look at you.
Yeah. And I don't like stuff like that. So the little girls were like, oh, he bad. I was like, no, you're a bad bitch. Like bad bitches is like, they bad. Niggas is not bad. Yeah. They're handsome, they're charming, they're this. I don't demasculize the men that we have that are actually in their masculinity.
Normalize making feminine
Yeah,
Stuff
I don't
pretty- yeah.
want. I like you're 40-some years old talking about I'm pretty.
What? Yeah.
No,
Because no.
because no, ew.
We're in a weird place, man. Like it's society and what's going on is very weird. But then let me ask you this: we could finish here, we could go on if you have more questions. But I want to ask: do you think that there was something?
In the water?
This is me. Yeah, there's probably something in the water. But do you think there's something that your dad or the men in your life could have taught you that could have helped you or guided you in a better way in your future of what you wanted for your future?
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. Mm-hmm. Because I think in our generation.
Mm-hmm. So what was it? What is it? What lacked and what could it have done?
Okay, so I feel like our generation of parents came from wherever they came from. So they worked really hard to put their kids in different situations from what they had so that we have, and they're like, they'll have this. Bless you.
Thank you.
So it didn't teach us how to do that.
How to get
Like
this.
that we supposed to, we're just spoiled at this point. It's like, here you go. I'm going to take care of you. You know, you're my daughter and I'm going to give you everything you want and I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to teach you these certain things so that you know how to do these on your own. But that's because if I'm not here, you can do it. You don't have to ask somebody. But you did not teach me like how I should get you like a you.
What I need to be as a woman to get
To
get a man
yes,
as
because
like your
now
dad.
I'm doing the masculine things and he not, because he's in my generation and he wasn't taught that.
Well, should your mom have taught you that?
No, not the feminine part. I'm talking about
What he
now.
looks for.
What my dad might have taught me, the guys weren't taught that. So like changing a tire.
Yeah.
Just say being taught changing a tire and then finding guys that don't know how to change tires. It's like now they see you changing a tire and they like not helping, or you're pumping the gas. Because maybe my dad was pumping the gas and now I'm by myself, so I'm pumping the gas, but you don't get out the car to pump the gas. I'm not talking to nobody like that, by the way. But those type of things. So us being younger, because I'm going to say in my younger ages, I had a car in the 10th grade. Mm-hmm. So having guys in the car that didn't get out and pump my gas.
Mm-hmm. That should have been a standard.
And in my head,
from the
I'm
jump.
not even thinking nothing of it because they're not my niggas. They're just my homies.
Yeah.
But y'all supposed to be somebody, nigga.
Yeah.
And y'all not even pumping my gas.
And I'm your
so
homegirl.
now it's like us as the girls are not thinking that this is what we need because
I can do it myself.
we can do it
I've been
ourselves.
doing it
I've been
myself.
doing it myself.
But how was it that your dad? How was that? What could your dad have done?
Like telling, like, you know, because he is doing it. It's just we look at our dad as like our dad, so he's doing it like, oh, my dad, he just loves me.
Yeah.
You know, versus being like, when you know, I am pumping your gas, but when you find a husband, these are the things that he's going to do for you. Not saying like my mom's not going to teach me what my husband can do for me, but my dad telling me, like, these are the things that you look for.
These are the qualities.
These are the qualities that you look for.
Yes.
And not just us saying like looking for our dad in men.
Yeah, so your dad, okay, so now I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Don't just be the example. Let me know
Tell me
what it is that
because I'm going to just be like, my dad could do it.
Yeah. See? See? And that is a thing.
It's okay, my dad
Yeah.
could do it.
So if he would have instructed you, like, these are the things that you need to look for.
Like,
These are the
just
things that
conversations.
these are the standards and the demands that you need just to even be.
Because of what for me is when you say it in that sense, it's now what's the difference between bare minimum and princess treatment?
Mm-hmm.
Because bare minimum to me is somebody pumping your gas. Bare minimum, like I dealt with a nigga that lived in Rancho who never once offered to put gas in my car. It was disgusting.
And you have to drive all the way to Rancho.
You know where I live.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm driving out there to walk your dog and never wants to leave your mind. And then like after the fact, I'll tell you after the fact. In the moment, I'm not telling you because I don't want you to change for me. I want this to be who you are.
Yeah.
That's another thing about me is I want the characteristics of my father instilled in you. I don't want to teach them to you. And maybe
we
that's
shouldn't have
something
to
I should
teach
work on.
a grown man.
Different topic, different day.
Yeah.
So that was a turnoff to me. And I had let them know after like the fact, like it made me feel a way that never once did you offer to put gas in my car. Never once did you. I'm driving out there. Sometimes we get in my car. You know what I do for work, and I know what you do for work. I just don't understand why you felt comfortable doing that. That wasn't okay with me. So now it's like, what's bare minimum? What's princess treatment? So bare minimum is like you putting gas in my car. That's bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
To someone who's never had it, that's princess treatment. You pulling out my chair, that's bare minimum. To someone that's never had it, that's princess treatment. You opening my car door, I'll sit in the car. And I had a conversation with an ex before, and it's not every single time. I don't need you to open my door every single time, but put that effort in. And I'll let them know, like, in certain situations, if the car is too close to another car, you don't got to get it. If we in a rush, you don't got to get the door. But there's going to be times where I'll sit. You'll get out and you'll see me still sitting. This is a motherfucking time you're going to come and get the door. Yeah. And I don't want to hear your mouth about it. Just come get it and let's go about our day. There's going to be times where I'm going to sit deep in my femininity. Yeah. And you better be in your masculinity. But understand that that's bare minimum. That's not, oh, she's the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think what was missing is, and this is why we don't have it. And our parents were missing it too. Communication. Because birds and the bees talk. That's all the only talk that y'all wanted us to have.
Look,
that's it.
That's incredible that you bring that up. The birds and the bees talk, right? Because that's just words. We had our dog had a litter like of puppies. We bred our dogs, and that was like
for a dog.
The greatest life experience for my daughter, and for me not to even have to have the conversation, but her ask questions about why is this, why is that,
right?
And it was like tangible examples of what this means and what can happen. And
you see how the babies are only going over here and the babies are here and she's stuck here and she can't move here and he's doing whatever.
Yep.
And you're with the babies.
but the communication.
But that's exactly it though. Yeah. It was just beyond just the bird and bees. It's stuff that comes with it.
That comes with it. But not that. But that I'm just saying that's the only conversation that was even said that needed to be had with parents and their kids. No, we needed a lot.
Yeah. And
we needed a lot.
I was somebody I was talking to. I was having the same conversation. I had let them know, like, sometimes, because you said what's something you wish or your father could have said to you to really change your perspective on things. And I was like, sometimes I wish my dad would have just let me know the reality of life and sat down and been like this. And then the individual was like, no, because if your father would have done that, then you would have been a hard woman. You would have been so you it's harder for those women to find men because they're so hard. He's
more like, about just the knowledge. I'm thinking not so aware. Much like the knowledge of life and how it is, because now I'm unaware. And now I'm learning it how you learned it. And you made all this for me, but I don't know what to do with it.
I think for me, I'm about to cry.
And so, Xander, turn down your phone.
For me, I feel that my father created a really privileged life for me. And I'm unaware of, like, the basic package of life. So, with that said, things that I consider regular, basic, or whatever are really not that. And I wish that we would have had those conversations. I wish that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. It's okay. But your dad was an amazing person.
I feel like too, with you saying that, I feel like a little bit of you are set in your ways with it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I am. You know how many relationships or people that I've like talked to at talking stages, and they're like, "You're so spoiled," and to me, it doesn't even register as spoiled, because that's like cable. This is what. Premium package. Yeah. Premium is my basic.
Yeah.
And you're coming to me and you're asking, like, I'm asking you for a lot, and I feel like I'm asking you for nothing.
Yeah.
Like what?
But this is why it becomes standards. And obviously people are like, you need to give people these chances. But I feel like, I'm going to say this, but I'm like feeling like a celebrity in certain ways, where you need to date people on your level. Because if this is my basic package, because I traveled younger. I don't want to hear that you know, because you didn't travel, you coming in here like you're so spoiled because you just feel like you could. No, this is the life that I wanted to keep.
Yeah.
This is the part that I wanted to keep.
Yeah.
And I could afford it. But if you're going to come in here, you should be able to afford it too.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
and I understand that too, in the sense of like, and I'll say dating on your social class. Like when you grow up and you go through history, it's like you weren't allowed to date lower than their social class. Like, no, I understand and I see it. And I think with my father, because my father was so giving and my father was so caring, that when I dated below my social class, it didn't feel any type of way. Like I felt honestly ashamed of my social class.
You were very giving.
Because of the environment. My dad taught at Compton College and at Long Beach City College. So when I get around these people who I know who haven't had experiences like me, I'm ashamed of the experiences I've had because I've done nothing but been shot out of my dad's dick to get this. Mm-hmm. I haven't worked
I'm the
for
same
this.
way.
You're
Like,
ashamed
no
of
way.
the privilege.
But I'm not
the guilt.
ashamed.
Like survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides, like I've done nothing to get what I have, and yet I have it, and I'm still in the same place as you because my dad is just like, it makes no sense for you to go to a college for the first 2 years. You can get your general ed at a community college.
Right.
He's like, I teach here. I know what it is. Like, come here. So then I get here, and then I'm in certain situations, and I think I've told you guys a story where somebody had me wash their backpack, and I went and used the bathroom for like 2 seconds, and then they had hit me up after, and they were like, hey, did you leave my backpack? And so I had to go pee. So I left to go pee, but when I came back, there was like money is missing. And I was like, how much money is missing? They're like $300. So I told my dad, and my dad was like, okay. We went to the bank, took out $300 and gave it to the guy.
Yeah.
And then the guy I was dealing with was like, he was trying to tell me that nigga was lying. But he didn't just say he's lying, because if he said he's lying, then the lies he was telling me would unfold. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So he was benefiting off me, so he had to hush so that nigga could get away with what he got away with,
so that he could continue to get away with what he's getting away with.
Exactly. So, you know, but the type of nigga my daddy is he's just like, Anya, if someone has to move like this in order to survive, like that's how they got to move.
They paid to exit your life.
That's just what it is for them. If this is what they need to do, get this money, then let them get that money. And so that's why I've always been like, niggas is gonna eat off me, and I know that I'm gullible, and I know that I'm whatever, and you're gonna benefit from me. But the reality of the situation is like, I feel no guilt behind it, because when I gave it to you out of love.
Yeah.
And I'm the same way, but separate. Like, she's doing it that way. I feel like niggas are going to eat off of me, but it's because I come in and I'm like, I'm not ashamed of any type of privilege. I'm more of like, I did this. I want to show you this life because it's great here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very much.
Javonna is that I'm gonna elevate you as bitch. She's gonna
life.
bring you to this level. She's gonna definitely elevate you. I think me.
You ain't never been to Disneyland?
I'm gonna belittle
Let's
myself.
go.
I've always been
You're going
that
to try
way.
to meet them at where they're at.
I've always been that way. And it's a sense of like, and I know that a lot of people get turned off on it, and a lot of people are, oh, you're low vibration and low this or whatever. But the reality of the situation is like, my dad was the most humblest, quietest man. And I've always been like, and I'll tell Javonda, I'm attracted to the nigga with the biggest dick in the room, but doesn't say shit. I like that man. There's so many times we'll go out, and the fucking weirdo in the corner that's not saying nothing to nobody, that's the nigga I'm on.
Yeah.
Because why are you not talking to nobody?
Yeah.
I can't see people like that. I see people as in like, your equality.
Yeah, yeah.
But not loud. I don't like loud.
Yeah,
I don't like
It's
loud
perspective,
people.
different in perspective. But what does it look like? What do you think it looks like, or what does it sound like with your dad telling you what you think you needed to hear?
I think
what does it
sound like? So
down?
my dad sits me down and he tells me, he looks me in the face, he says, reality of the situation is no one's gonna love you like I love you. You're not gonna get things for free. And you're not gonna get things when you want them.
Well, I'm not.
That's the reality of the situation. Like I didn't have to not in like, I didn't overachieve to get the things that I got.
Because they worked to give it to us.
My dad grew up picking cotton and tobacco in North Carolina. To try to join the Navy early, and his father didn't let him join the Navy early because he needed him as farm hands.
Yeah.
So then when he does turn 18, then you join the Navy, then you do this, then you go ahead and you get married, and then your wife passed away young, and now you have a son, and then you go through life, and then you meet my mom, and my mom is a kid when you meet her, but that's my mama because my mama pursued my daddy, and then that whole situation happens, and now I'm here, and I have a brother who's damn near could be my daddy. You know, I have nieces. My nephew, I'm 33. My nephew's probably 28.
Okay.
Like that's the age difference. So my parents had a 24-year age gap. So I think the reality of the situation is sometimes I wish my mom would be more honest with me than my dad. I wish my dad would be honest in the sense of no one's going to love you like I love you. You're not going to get things for free. You're not going to get things just because you asked for them. And because I met my dad in the older age in life, and I think his thought was to be impactful in my life. Like I remember I was 12 years old. My brother's learning how to drive because he's 4 years older than me. My brother's learning how to drive, and he's driving to high school. I'm getting in the car driving it back. And my mom's like, she's 12 years old. She shouldn't be driving a car. And my dad's like, I'm going to be the one to teach her how to drive a car before I pass away. Ooh, no one's going to teach her how to drive a car but me. So he's trying to
capitalize on the time that he has with you and do the most.
Because he knows I'm going to get the least of it. So when he does pass away, I'm jealous because my brother's 50-something.
Yeah. And he got all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
And so, with that, he tells you that what is that? How does that surface itself in your life now? If that was, how do you think that would have surfaced itself in your life if he did tell you those things?
I think that I would be with Crazy Cut.
Okay.
And I think, honestly, there's a lot of things that, even like with the thing where we talked about last night as being regretful.
Wait. You just said that so casually.
That I would be with Crazy Cut?
But if you know that.
Why would I not be with him now?
Yeah.
I think because, and I say this confidently, we both don't want to put in the work.
Okay.
And I had this conversation because we've had this conversation. Him and I have sat down, and the reality of the situation is it's easier to start with someone new because if you set your boundaries off the bat, there's no disrespect.
Because we already have what we've done.
We've disrespected each other. It's so much work for when he starts to pop off. Not that he pops off, but when he does, when I sit on the line and I say, hey, look, you're getting here. I'm letting you know. Please don't go anymore because I'm going to match you. It takes a lot for me to keep calm because we've both been there before and we both have disrespected each other in so many different ways. And I know how to push your buttons and you know how to push my buttons. And the problem is every time we've pushed each other buttons, we've stayed. So now what's the difference now? I'm going to say whatever I want to say. I'm going to act however I want to act. And you're going to be right the fuck here.
Yeah, because you've let me cross these boundaries before.
And you're going to do whatever you want to do. And I'm going to be right the fuck here too. And that's not a marriage that I want. And I can't guarantee that he's going to be on that path to continue to grow, to be better. And I'm going to be on that path because the reality of life is it's not always that way.
Yeah. And sometimes you're going to take the path of least resistance.
And because we've taken it for so many years, now I'm not going to be like, oh, let's wrap a pretty bow on it. And okay, we're engaged and we're married. Because now we're not even attempting to be the better people because now we've reached the goal, which is the pinnacle marriage.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
But that relationship, I'll move back to you, but that relationship there, just from the outside looking in, right? Like just from the conversations we've had.
Yes.
I don't know this dude. I know from what you tell me, what the situations
I feel
or whatever.
like I'm about to cry. What are you about to say?
I'm going to say that I think that the work is worth it for this guy.
Oh, no.
And I think the work is worth it for you guys together to say, we want to work with each other for this because I'll tell
it's
you,
worth
like,
it.
I was a horrible person.
I get what you say.
Yeah.
I was horrible.
But
and it took me a long time. It took a woman to really fight for me, to not give up on me.
When did you decide to do the work? At what age?
I constantly, so the thing is, you can be such a fucked up person inside that there's no possible way to do the work completely. This shit it takes time.
Yeah.
It's in waves.
And I think that's the problem.
You can't
I think that's the problem because
because you're gonna have that problem with the next niggas.
But this is what I'm gonna say. I don't know how. Like, your wife is really sweet to me.
Yeah.
That's all I think about her.
You know what I think about her? I wish I could be her. because
I get what you're saying.
in the sense of like, I tell Javonda when she walks in the room, she brings such a peace to the room.
Yeah.
But that's how I see her.
Like,
so
She does.
I don't
She
know her to
calms
be anything different but that.
Mm-hmm.
So me knowing her and me knowing him, the work got to be done for both.
Yeah.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Coke. It's
but it is life is
no,
complicated.
but I get what you're saying. But when I say calm,
Yeah.
trying to be calm,
Yeah. No, I get it.
they're both.
They're both elevated.
Have you ever
They're both
played
elevated.
the gun water game where you're trying to win?
Oh yeah, at the carnivals or whatever, shooting it into the. But the thing is, what the better position that Anya is in than what my wife was in is that my wife was innocent. The ugly in life that my wife met, that my wife got introduced
to do it though.
that she got introduced to was through me. My wife was sleeping next to her, the ugly in her life.
Yeah.
The one that was causing the pain, my wife lived a good life. And the trauma was me.
They have to want to do it.
They have to want to do
it. It's too much pride in a lot of places. And not wanting to do the work. And I always say it too. I'm like, getting back with someone that you were once with, that it was hard or they hurt you really bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's just understanding that they know you how they know you.
Yeah, but the thing is, the bottom line is that we are together. This is what it is. We are together. I'm not saying that they can do that, but the relationships that work are the ones that say,
no, absolutely.
There is no running.
But you also, the person also has to want to change. Like you want to change for the better. So you are constantly getting better at whatever you need to do to be better for your lovely, calm wife.
Yeah.
Yes. And if that person thinks that, okay, I need to get better here, but I don't want to get better here, and this is a problem here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. that is the thing. And you talk to me, I didn't think nothing was wrong with me. I was like, to the bee's knees. Like,
I think myself, there's things that I view as a problem, but I am the way of like, I don't point at other people's problems, because if I point at other people's problems, they'll be able to point at my problems. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
you don't want that energy back.
If I'm not in a space to where I can say something about something, I don't say something about it. And I think that for me, that's like my reality, right? Like, I'll be like, I'm not finna say nothing about that because I do this.
Yeah.
I don't, like, there's people who will, and I'm like, no, because they're going to say this back.
I always tell her, I'm like, tell them they wrong. Tell them they're wrong because you're feeling like they're wrong and they don't know that they're wrong.
Yeah, no. This
is why people move the way they do.
More recently, a situation happened and I was just like, Javonda, can you believe whatever? She's like, say something. And I was like, I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I'll tell you. Okay, so
I get what you're saying. Like,
but it's something as little as like, okay, so I told you about Handyman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me and Handyman don't talk. I don't even know if it's him, but I'm gonna assume it's him. Handyman left some champagne outside my house at like 8 a.m. This other person that I was talking to had texted me, and I had brought the champagne over to their home, and I had left it at their house, and it was like, I'm on my cleanse. When my cleanse is over, I feel like I said it out loud. Maybe I just said it in my head, so we can drink this. So it's time to leave in the morning. They grab a bottle with them. The career that they're in, I made it make sense because I am crazy in the sense of like, I'll lie to myself, delusion type situation. So like, it's okay. You know, you probably grabbing it for your clients, whatever. The next time I come to their house, I get there, the other bottle is open. And I see that it's open. I text Javonda like, they opened both. Like, they took one already and they opened the other one before I even got here.
And I want her to say,
Damn, nigga. She's like, you couldn't wait for me?
I just wanted to say something in the sense of like to get some type of something to why they did it without you. Like, I'm not telling you to like scold them, but like, cause y'all play around so much, say that. Like, damn, you couldn't wait for me?
Yeah.
I thought I asked you to wait for me.
Or be honest. Like, don't play it. Like, this is another thing. Like, honesty and sharing how you feel unapologetically will
She
get
has
you
a hard time in that area.
Will get you so much further along in life because we wouldn't be talking about this.
Well, I asked her to say it in that way because she's so scared to say stuff. Because I'm like, just say it. I'm just saying it.
Yeah. Just
but
like,
because
she's like, why'd you drink that without me? She said, Giovanna will straight up, she'll see something and she'll ask. I'm not.
That makes life a lot easier.
That's because that's where communication comes from.
It makes life a lot easier because you deserve to get the answers that you want. But and if it's not worth thinking about it, then stop thinking about it.
Yeah, I move different. I'm gonna just move different.
Yeah, and I don't like that because now you're just moving different, and they don't even know why you're moving different.
Some things it's not valuable enough to get the answer. Like, I'm not even tripping.
I understand that, but the reality of the situation is that I'm an adult and I need to know to have conversations for my future. So I took this opportunity to have a conversation that I did not address that.
Oh, you didn't do it though.
I didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
I did have a conversation with him, but I had a pre-conversation which I thought would lead into another conversation because they told me that we would have another conversation and that didn't happen. So the other stuff never came out, but I did take the opportunity to try and be an adult and to vocalize some things, but not a lot of things, just because it's very difficult for me. Mm-hmm. So,
but she's working on it. She's working on it.
Yeah, I think that should be a priority. That one thing can lead to so many other fixes. It's just like
it'd be so
demanding
small.
what I want and sharing how I feel and not keeping this shit secret.
Yeah. Because when oh my gosh, I'm gonna just give it to you. I see so much shit that my friends will know, but the niggas that I mess with don't know nothing. Mm-hmm. Like 2 times, 2 different people. I put my business out there, but I've real life have found lashes at their house and they have no clue. I found lashes at somebody's house, never said nothing. I found fingernails at somebody's house, never said nothing. I've seen weave hair at somebody's house, never said nothing. Like, I don't say stuff. She'll know. I'll take pictures and everything and be like, whatever. And she'll be like, say something. I'm not finna say nothing because I see what I need to see and now I'm going to move different. I'm not asking you who it belonged to. I'm not asking you where it came from. I don't care. I
don't feel like you move different enough. That's why I want you to say something. Because if you want to move, because I'm very much move different. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'll be done.
Yeah. I'm done emotionally. Physically, my body will be there.
But you're done. You're done. But you need to let that person know that they're cooked.
Yeah. She don't. And they don't. And they still move the way they do.
Yeah. Like, this is the reason why you're done. There's not going to be a reason for you to text or call or ask me.
And then they text and I'll be
so
like,
what that is like a little bit of distraction from what it is, so that there is going to be another conversation.
Well, because the door's cracked.
Be me having to tell you, well, hey, and I'm never going to share with you what it was. So it's going to be a beat around the bush. It's going to be conversation. I am so thankful for these conversations because it's just enlightening me to a lot of stuff. And I think it's going to help me as a father.
Yeah, because obviously we're both females. We're similar in age. We have similar backgrounds in the way that we grew up in the areas that we were in and everything like that.
Your daughter definitely growing up
very similar to us. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and that's why these questions for me are so valuable. These
conversations.
I asked her yesterday in the car like her and her best friend, Abby, Anya Javonda at 14 years old.
Yes.
Hey, what do y'all think is an appropriate age to get married? I always hit with like just questions out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I could try to get a
gauge. I probably would have said 25
she
at that
said
age.
25.
Yeah.
Both of them.
That's
at the
all
same
you know
time.
is at 25. And then when you get 25, you're like, what the hell?
They both said 25.
Yeah.
And then I said, do you want to be in a relationship with somebody older than you? Or how do you want?
Older.
What did they say?
They said nobody older than 5 years.
But that's where the difference, because for me, I was like, my parents got a 24-year age gap. If the person not 25 years older, my parents can't say nothing to me. Mm-hmm. I'll always go older. Mm-hmm. So crazy cuz 7 years older. Mm-hmm. Somebody else, they're gonna turn 40. I'm 30. Yeah, I stay 85. 85 is a good year.
85, a good year. And then I asked her, I said,
I like to be 85.
Because 10 years, my wife said 10 years is too long of a gap at any time. She was now once you get past 30, then you can get a gap where you want it. But 5 years is the max until you are a complete adult.
Yeah.
So the complete adult is like 40.
When 30,
well,
when you get in your 30-ish. Because when I met Crazy Cut, I was 20. I wasn't even 21. I couldn't even drink yet. And put his business out there. He told me he was 25. He was 27.
Yeah, and that's what my wife is against. Yeah. My wife is against.
So he lied down to make me feel more comfortable. But reality is you're 7 years older than me, and I wouldn't have cared. It didn't mean nothing to me. But maybe to the people around you, you don't really want to tell them how old I am because you look like a creep.
Right.
But to me, it's not a big deal. But also, and I think that that's another thing that in our culture, I don't know. I won't say our culture. I'll just speak for myself personally. I think that I wish my parents would have sat down and told me that age gap is appropriate after a certain time. Because I remember very vividly being 16 in high school, talking to somebody that I shouldn't have talked to, but feeling like my parents had an age gap, so it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Or feeling like they're talking to me because I'm mature. But the reality is that person
You
is
honestly
a pervert.
do
Pervert,
look.
exactly.
You honestly do look at it like that because my parents are a year apart. I'm like, I'm only gonna date somebody a year, even though I told myself 5 years. I am like 5 years is as old as you can get, but I was like, I'm only going to talk to somebody that's a year older than me.
Yeah. And that's
one of the guys was 3 or 4 days younger than me. And I was like,
no.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Because it didn't resemble what
you younger
than me.
in, what you see.
Yeah.
Because what you see is
you
your reality.
My dad is older than my mom. So my husband got to be older than me.
Yeah. And so Ayana said at 20, because they were talking about college, no age gap. Now, when you get to 25, the max age gap is 5. And then she was like, once you get mature and become an adult and your career is set, she was like, that's on you, but you become an adult. And you think about a 5-year age gap at 20 is huge.
Oh, it's huge.
That's huge. From 20 to 25, a huge gap. 25 to 35, huge gap. With experience and life and the things that you're going to be exposed to. Huge. And I didn't think about it like that.
Because that's what I said is in your 20s, you have fun. You literally have fun because when you turn 30 and you get turned 32, 33, you're tired.
Yeah. Because you're 20 years old and you're talking to a 27-year-old who's obviously almost 30 and they're ready to settle down and have a family. And you're like, yeah, I'm on that page too. But you're not. You're 20.
You're not on that page.
You haven't even experienced liquor.
Yeah.
Not that that's a big deal, but it is good. But it's a step in life. Whether you choose to do it or you don't choose to do it, that's still a step in life.
But it's a step in life also where he's like, oh shit. And this is where I said manipulative, predatorial shit comes in. It's like, oh, well, here's a drink. You don't necessarily know.
I have a homegirl who doesn't drink, and she's just like, hey, you know how difficult it is for a nigga to try and get your pussy without giving you liquor or getting you high? Like, you will really try to see how creative a nigga is when he can't be like, you want to get drinks or you want to smoke.
It's crazy. It's really crazy because it's a tool.
Out here.
It's a tool, and it's predatorial, it's manipulative, and it may not be predatorial in the sense of like, oh, this person's a monster.
Yes,
but you're still taking advantage of a situation.
You're coming at it from a different angle.
You don't to where most guys because they don't know how. They don't know how to do it a different way.
Yeah, that's why the funny guys always get it.
Yeah,
funny guys.
The ones in the corner that looks like.
Javonna, I like the quiet niggas all the time. Like, there's the person that no longer speaks to me.
Yeah.
Javonna was just like, when we would get on the phone and we would FaceTime, we would kiki, and then we get off the phone. Javonna's like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like,
in person, I've known him for a long time.
She's known him longer than me.
I've seen him laugh and stuff, but I've never seen him in this light. And I was like, that's not the same person I know. So I used to tell her, like, he like you. I've seen him places and I still haven't seen him be this open. So that he even was this open to me,
and you like
he's never been.
This is the person that don't talk to us no more.
That she wasn't allowed to say his name.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh man.
She ruined it.
I did. I just want to apologize.
And he's very much he's like harder than me. It's like standing 100 toes down.
Yeah.
And this is another question. So when did you discover your sexuality? when did you discover that, oh, this makes this feel good? Because what triggers that thought is I was watching a video and it was an embarrassing video for this girl. She sent in a story and she was like,
I think I see.
when I was 10 years old and she bumped into the table.
Oh, no.
So she bumped into the table at a right angle and she was like,
ow.
And she was at like a family party. And she was like, what? So she got up on the table, was like, everybody, look at what I look at what I discovered. I have a secret.
No, that's not a secret.
That I want to share with everybody.
Secret, but don't. This is secret. That's secret.
Everybody
she's
came.
telling. It's not. It's kept.
So she's telling everybody to come around at her family gathering, and
You told everybody.
She went to the table and started doing it in front of everybody at 10. Was like, and it gives you this great feeling, like I don't know. And so everybody was like chaotic, like, oh no. But her brother brought it up like 30 years later. Was like, remember the time you showed us how to use the table? And she was embarrassed again. But what a horrible time.
Horrible.
To figure out that this can be this or this leads to that. Mm-hmm. So it made me think about my time where I figured out, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
And it was just from watching something on TV.
Yeah.
And
I figured out late in life. You know, I was very sheltered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I first like self stuff, I'm like 22. And I only got into it because my partner was like, your drive is too high. You need to handle it yourself.
Yeah. But before that, did you know that there was stuff that could cause a like good feeling? Did you ever discover that?
So even the way that I lost my virginity in that sense was like, you think you're grown because we're young.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm 18, almost 19.
Okay.
And I've been with this person for like X amount of time. So in my head, I feel like it's enough time. And in my head, you're a pastor's son, so you're going to do right by me. And in my head, you love me, I love you, and we're going to spend the rest of our lives together, and I'm going to marry you. So fuck it.
So the first time that you had a good feeling,
no,
was with
I wouldn't
somebody.
even say it was a good feeling. It was just the feeling. I was just like, fuck it. I just went and I lost my virginity in that sense. Yeah. And that's just kind of what it was. And then after they called me, like right after, I feel like I've told the story. They called me right after, and I was ignoring their calls, and they called me. I'm like, what? And they were like, how are you? You good? I'm like, don't act like you care about me now. Like you got what you wanted.
Yeah. Oh, you did say that.
Yeah. Like don't call me pressed about or concerned about, because if you was concerned, we wouldn't have even went down that path.
Yeah.
But you was pressing me.
Yeah. And you wanted this so bad.
And I'm an adult. It's not like I wasn't taking care of you. You was good.
Yeah.
We didn't have to go that route.
Yeah.
So.
That's that predatory shit too. Like that. Like I'm gonna get what I want.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm 18. I was 19. You 23.
Yeah.
With a wife that I don't know about.
Yeah. See, that's cold-blooded.
You're wild. You're wild.
Yeah.
And that's another. That all falls into how I view things and people and everything like that.
I don't know exactly what age, but I want to say discovered it.
Yeah, like discovery of sensual feelings.
I feel like knowing about it already because you hear people talking, right? But not discovered it for myself, but knowing about like there is something.
Yeah.
Right? But I was never like, I'm going to do this until I want to say some teenage years.
Yeah.
Of like people just talking about it like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
And then it happening, I was like,
it's not great.
It's not great.
Right.
Somebody
lied to me.
And I was really mad because after that, I didn't for a
wow.
Yeah. I think that's a conversation to have with your daughter.
Yeah.
Just the reality is this painted picture of your first time is going to be the greatest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they say that?
I don't know a lot. Not that there's not people who've had the great experience, but I don't know a lot of women who've been like, my first time was like with someone that I really wanted to be with.
Most people out here is traumatic.
It's not.
And you don't even know based off of, because reality now that we're older, if they're even good at it, obviously, if they know what they're doing, if like there's so much that goes with it.
Yeah.
And how you take care of the person. And like, because most people are like, oh, does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Like, yeah, they're breaking it. Like, you're talking too much.
I don't know how it's supposed to feel. It just don't feel like I thought.
Yeah. That's interesting. On our next episode, I want to get into sexuality and discovering of stuff like that, because I think now generation, compared to when I was coming up or compared to when you guys were coming up, they have access to so much stuff.
They're different.
They know so much more than what we knew.
So early, because here we are trying to we're tiptoeing, trying to discover around things like, oh, is your
They know exactly.
That's how all the movies in our life played out. Like the parents are not home and we got to hide in a closet and climb through the window. That is not. Yeah. They're in the bathrooms at school.
Yeah.
It's
anywhere.
Insane.
On their phone, this and that. And so I want to discuss like how we, on the next episode, how we believe or what do we think this is going to have an effect on the future generation, like being so exposed to stuff. And we're going to break in through the sexuality of things and
maybe talk about our test results.
We could do that.
We never talked about it.
But also talk about like how they have knowledge of the government, of politics, of war, of our president, of Gavin Newsom. Like our kids now, they know about this shit.
Well, even
I was never worried about the governor. Maybe when Arnold Schwarzenegger became, because of
being
that.
12,
you were an adult at that
turning
point.
12, and your parents having no
my
control
point exactly
over your medical.
I was a kid. You were an adult. But yes, you heard her what she was saying. Yeah, you can't get access to your children's stuff. You're 12 years old.
They have to grant you permission.
Yeah,
that's a big thing with Elon Musk right now.
I'll tell you this:
his son turned to a girl and he didn't know it. They didn't let him know.
So Crazy Good was telling me that his son's friend got his girl pregnant and that they were going to Planned Parenthood. And he was like, and I don't understand. I said, oh, well, her mom not going to have access to her medical records. She's 12 years old. She could get it done and no one would know.
Right.
Nobody would know.
They ask you to leave. Your child has to
request. You need to build such a great relationship with your kids.
Mama was in every room. The mama, she fine.
Yeah.
She good. First
of all,
okay.
Let me just tell you.
I ain't never had a doctor's appointment as a kid with my mom.
When I was 16.
Wait. Let's not talk about it.
Okay.
No. This is for next episode.
Okay.
So just like the what they have access to, what they're exposed to, and how you think it's gonna affect the future or whatnot.
I just want everyone to know that I controlled today's whole conversation with two questions.
Was it two?
Yes. I asked two questions. The psychopath question.
He asked two as well.
No, but it was really
me. I asked my question based off her.
I took the lead. I should be in the gray chair.
Maybe.
This is why we break up every time.
I'll wear those praise pants again.
You be hating on my...
And look, we can't sit on the couch with each other because we hit each other the whole time.
All we do is this.
You guys are wild.
I like this setup a lot better,
yes,
though.
I do too.
I like this setup.
We missed each other through all our hard fighting.
Right.
Siblings at its finest.
And we also, you guys, I'm doing IRL stuff, so I'm going to be out and about doing more things in real life.
And I told you I still want to meet people.
Yeah, and so...
Javonda can't. Javonda's busy, but I'll meet people on behalf of Javonda. Look at her face.
What the?
Yeah. Okay. So Javonda, you leave her at home.
Yeah. I mean, well, no, she's gonna
be at work.
No.
Yeah. She's a provider for our family.
She's like, I ain't missing shit.
I'm calling off.
I'm trying to get.
They were doing something over here. We got the free. I said, "Oh, what are they doing? I want to go film over there."
Oh, they're always filming over here. Always in this area. Like
they were at
Explosion. She don't like to say where you're at.
Coliseum.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
You could locate me.
No, is that? No, I'm not saying it's right here, but
isn't that what the stadium is? Explosion.
Exposition.
I'm
talking about the street. God damn.
I don't know.
It's called Exposition.
The stadium?
You're talking about putting where you live. I'm just talking about what. I'm not talking about
What's
the
the
street.
name of the stadium?
No.
What are you talking about? What are you asking?
There's different stadiums, no? Right here?
Yes. What you're asking what the name of the stadium is, correct?
And you keep saying explosion. He keeps saying exposition.
I know I'm not saying the name.
The way you're pointing, there's no stadium that way.
Well, back behind.
Yeah, that's the Coliseum.
Oh,
okay, that's what I wanted. If it was called that.
Okay.
Y'all keep saying, I'm like, damn, am I
Explosion.
wrong? Explosion, and you keep saying a street.
No,
but
it is on the backside of it is Exposition. It's Exposition Park.
No, I do know that, but I wanted to know that that's where it was at because that's what I seen.
Yeah. Oh, so they're about to have a Sunday night praise thing. I think that's what they're
So I can't wear
promoting.
my pants.
Yeah, you got it.
Guys, go change.
They're just pocketless. They're just pocketless
They
pants.
have pockets. They have pockets. Okay, back to what I was originally going to say earlier when I grabbed the mic and I was like, in shock. So Javonna and I were in the gym because, like I said, our gym shut down. So we had to go to a different gym. We're in the gym and I see Rafiq.
Yeah.
Did he tell you?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw him yesterday at Juneteenth.
Okay, yeah.
He was like, I saw him at the gym.
Yeah, I took a picture of him and sent it to him in a DM. I said, stay alert, stay alive, nigga.
Hey, Rafiq has been handling business too. He'll probably be here next recording.
Yeah, no, he's been doing good.
He's gonna help me with setting up like the playlist and the podcast on Apple, Spotify, because I want to put all the everybody, all of our podcasts on there.
We need to learn too, so we need.
Well,
I'm glad he'll be here. That's great.
Yeah.
Because it's the art. We'll discuss.
Yeah. Okay.
But hey, this is Imperfect Perspective. This is episode. We took a break, but now we're back.
This is episode. We took a break.
And now we back. I don't know what number it is, but the beautiful ladies and I. And we'll be back next week.
Yes.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.